A pleasant good evening and welcome to Constellation Field here in Sugar Land, Texas, where tonight the Somerset Patriots take on the Sugar Land Skeeters for the sixth game of a 7-game series, almost towards the end of the longest road trip of the 2019 season. Patriots dropping last night's ball game. They hope to bounce back tonight against the first place team in the Freedom Division in the Sugar Land Skeeters. Well, welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's broadcast, whether it be on the Voice of Central Jersey, 1450 WCTC, or on SPN.TV as well. Very appreciative of everyone who has tuned in and joined us for this Saturday evening. The Patriots, right now, they are in third place in the Liberty Division standings. It's a very close division. The Ducks still in first. The New Britain Bees won again last night, and New Britain now on an 11-game win streak. They are in second place in the Liberty Division. So the Patriots hoping to bounce back after a tough loss last night, and it was a loss that was really marred by missed opportunities and a little bit of sloppy play. The last two runs that the Skeeters scored last night were both unearned runs charged against the Patriots, and that ultimately wound up being the difference. While Somerset did score one unearned run of their own, they struggled with runners in scoring position. They had some missed opportunities late. There was a base running mistake by Craig Massey towards the end of the ball game as well that wound up hurting the Patriots, and it was another one-run loss for this team. The Patriots and the Skeeters have played a number of one-run ball games already this season. They've had 9 meetings. 7 of those 9 meetings have been decided by 2 runs or less, and 6 of those 9 meetings have been decided by just 1 run. So while the Skeeters have had the advantage over the Patriots thus far, over the first 9 meetings between these two teams, again, 6 of them decided by just 1 run. These two teams are very close, and the Patriots hope to turn the page and even up this series again here tonight in Sugar Land. It'll be Liam O'Sullivan on the mound for the Patriots tonight, as he will work against Michael Marriott on the mound for the Sugar Land Skeeters. The Skeeters have taken the field now at Constellation Field. The Patriots out of their dugout, so we'll step aside for the national anthem. But when we return, we'll go over your TD Bank starting lineups, and we'll set the stage for tonight's ball game. It's the Somerset Patriots and the Sugar Land Skeeters coming up next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slamming hit. Come on and get patriotic.
Today's presentation of Somerset Patriots Baseball is brought to you by Atlantic Health Systems, Brother, Diamond Nation, Flemington Car and Truck Country, Flemington Department Store, Fullerton Auto, Health Quest, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey Lottery, RWJ Barnabas Health, Valari Design, Northern New Jersey ROTC, T-Mobile, TD Bank.
It's slamming it. Come on, get patriotic.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Oh, that's the national anthem concluding here at Constellation Field, wrapping up on a beautiful evening for baseball here in southeastern Texas, as we're getting ready for first pitch of the 6th game of this 7-game series between the Somerset Patriots and the Sugar Land Skeeters. Time now to go over the TD Bank starting lineup, and we'll start with the Somerset Patriots, managed by Brett Jody, assisted by Glenn Parker and John Hunton. At TD Bank, expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access through online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. TD Bank, unexpectedly human. Member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. A different lineup for the Patriots tonight. Alfredo Rodriguez leads off. He's the starting shortstop as Craig Massey's been bumped a bit further down the lineup. Ramon Flores hits second in left field. Edwin Espinal is the first baseman batting third. Will Kencher, the Raritan Building Services cleanup batter of the ballgame. Raritan Building Services, we don't cut corners, we clean them. Kencher also the starting third baseman. Hitting fifth is the DH Michael Ullman, batting sixth. Bumped down in the order, getting the start at second base is Craig Massey. Mike Krause hits seventh in center field. Mike Francoso, who's been red hot, he hits eighth in right field. And rounding the order, making just his third start of the season, is Gabriel Bracamonte, as he's on the mound batting ninth. Oh, behind home plate, rather, batting ninth. And on the mound, working against those nine gentlemen, is Michael Marriott for the Sugarland Skeeters. Marriott, 6 feet, 190-pound righty, California native. Jumps on the mound here with a 2-0 record and a 2.32 ERA. 31 innings of work for Marriott so far this season. He has struck out 33 batters, has walked 8, and opponents are hitting .224 against him on the season. Marriott now making his 8th start of the year, as the Patriots, they've faced him once. They came back on May 21st, and Marriott was the winning pitcher in that ballgame, a 6-5 win for the Sugarland Skeeters. Marriott worked 6 innings, allowing just 1 run on 4 hits with 5 strikeouts. So Marriott will work against top of the order here for the Somerset Patriots on a hot Texas evening. 93 degrees is our game time temperature. Barely any clouds in the sky, wind blowing in from right field. So aside from the heat, if you don't mind the heat, then it's a beautiful night. If you do mind the heat, it's a beautiful night and it's very hot. Either way, we're about to get started with tonight's ballgame. Alfredo Rodriguez steps into the right-handed batter's box. Michael Marriott has finished throwing his warm-up pitches, wipes some sweat off of his right hand, stretches out his arms above his head, gets the nod from his catcher, works from the windup, and the first pitch of tonight's ballgame. A fastball in for a called strike, and we're officially underway at 6:07 p.m. Eastern Time. So 0-1 count to the right-handed hitting Rodriguez. Breaking ball called to strike. Now no balls and 2 strikes. Massey did bat leadoff for the Patriots last night. It actually bat leadoff for Somerset the last couple of nights, but 3 nights ago it was Rodriguez who was batting first. 0-2 breaking ball in the dirt here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brett Jody went with the same exact lineup in back-to-back nights, both Thursday and Friday night. On Thursday night, that lineup put up 14 hits. Last night, the lineup put up 12 hits. But he shifts things around a bit tonight. 1-2 to Rodriguez. Fisted foul over the backstop and out of play. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Couple of the big changes again. Gabriel Bracamonte in the lineup for Somerset. Alfredo Rodriguez batting leadoff. Ramon Flores bumped up to the 2 spot, and Craig Massey dropped down to 6. Now the 1-2. Taken low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alfredo hitting .296 on the year with 1 home run and 11 runs batted in. Went 1 for 4 yesterday with a walk and a double. Marriott from the windup. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called. Outside part of the plate, Rodriguez leans back as he's set down looking for the first out of tonight's ballgame. So the defense for the Sugarland Skeeters. In the outfield from left to right, Jared Mitchell makes his first start of the series in left field. Anthony Giansanti in center. Zach Bornstein back in the lineup in right. Same infield we've seen. Silverio at third, Ryan Jackson at short, Jason Martinson at second, Chris Calabello at first, and Cody Stanley doing the catching. First pitch to Ramon Flores, a called strike, 0-1. Flores has been red hot, has improved his batting average to .317 on the season. 6th best in the Atlantic League. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball curls in for a strike, 0-2. Has that .317 batting average alongside 1 home run and 22 runs batted in. Quickly, here's the 0-2. Breaking ball taken low. Bounces away from Cody Stanley. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Marriott working quickly. Has jumped ahead of both batters with a fastball first and a breaking ball second. Snapped off a couple of pitches in the dirt to Rodriguez before striking him out looking on a curveball. Now the 1-2 on its way to the lefty Flores. Curveball in the dirt again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So a very similar approach from Michael Marriott against the first 2 Patriots batters in this ballgame. Jumping ahead quickly 0-2. Bouncing a couple of pitches in the dirt. We'll see if he tries to snap off a curveball here against Flores, as he did against Rodriguez. The 2-2. It's a changeup, and it just misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Flores just narrowly laid off that pitch as well. Checked his swing as he followed it just off the outside part of the plate. So a 3-2 count now to Flores. Here's the pitch. It's golfed foul down the left field line. And the count holds. Skeeters in their black uniforms with horizontal white and blue stripes across the chest. White lettering on the front, black numbering on the back, white pants, and a blue hat with a blue brim. 3-2 to Flores. Check swing, misses inside, ball 4. And Ramon Flores draws a 1-out walk. I'll make it a 10-game on-base streak for Flores. In the first 9 games of this streak, he had reached base multiple times in each of them. And we'll see if that continues tonight, off to a good start. So runner at first with 1 away, and now Edwin Espinal bumped 1 spot up in the order, hitting 3rd tonight. Gets the bat with Flores at first base. No score, we're just underway here at Constellation Field for the 6th of a 7-game series. And the 9th of a 10-game road trip for the Patriots. First pitch to Espinal. Takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. So a first pitch fastball for a called strike to each of the first 3 batters from Michael Marriott. Each time after that, he's followed up with a curveball that's found its way into the strike zone. Flores off of first. Now the 0-1. It's a curveball, and Espinal popped it up. Behind second base, Ryan Jackson, the shortstop, heels on the outfield grass, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So an identical first 3 approaches, really, for Marriott against the first 3 Patriots batters. Each time, fastball for a called strike, and then snapped off a curveball in the strike zone. This time, Espinal pops it up. So runner at first with 2 away. No score, top of the first inning. And Will Kenger at the plate, hitting .342 on the year, 2 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Ramon Flores off of first. He drew a 1-out walk against Marriott. First pitch to Will, swung on and missed on a fastball, 0-1. Kenger likes to swing first pitch, especially when he gets a first pitch fastball. Infield back, outfield straight up on a sunny early evening down here in Texas. The 0-1. Kenger swings and tops it softly along the ground towards third. Silverio comes to cut it off, but his throw to first base not in time. A slow chopper off the end of the bat for Will Kenger. He beats out Silverio's throw, and it's a 2-out infield single for the first-year Patriot. Flores on to second base, now 2 on with 2 out for Michael Ullman. Ryan Jackson, the shortstop, was playing back. The ball was tapped to the third base side of the infield, but Silverio still had to range to his left. Collected the ball along the infield grass, and Kenger runs too well for Silverio to throw him out. So an early opportunity for the Patriots here. Flores at second, Kenger at first. Here's Michael Ullman, who was also bumped up 1 spot in the order. He's hitting 5th tonight, the team's designated hitter. Marriott steps off, now steps back on the rubber, having already thrown 17 pitches here in the top of the first inning. First pitch to Ullman. Misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Marriott's coming off his worst start of the season. He did go 7 innings against the Long Island Ducks, but he allowed 5 runs, all earned, on 6 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. A lot of the production for the Ducks came at the end of that outing for Marriott. Still, it was the most earned runs that he had allowed this season. 1 out, up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. In fact, 2 of the rougher outings for Marriott this year have come sandwiched around his May 21st start against the Patriots. He allowed 7 runs, only 2 earned, but 16 hits over 6 innings against the Revs back on May 14th. Now the 2-0. Ullman takes a fastball for a strike, 2-1. But he did get the win against the Patriots back on the 21st. He's actually won each of his last 2 decisions. Flores at second, Kenger at first, infield back. Now the 2-1. Curveball finds the strike zone. Started at the shoulders of Ullman and curled in for a strike right down the middle. Ullman kept the bat on his shoulders, and now it's a 2-2 count with 2 out in the top of the first inning. Patriots have been looking for production with runners in scoring position. Now the 2-2. Curveball, strike 3 called. Ullman keeps the bat on his shoulder, fooled by a curveball, and the Patriots spoil another opportunity. Second strikeout of the inning for Marriott. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. To the bottom of the first, scoreless on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
As a personal trainer, I thrive on guiding my clients to good health. When I was told I needed both hips replaced, I turned to the network of experts at Atlantic Health System. I was able to see my orthopedic surgeon in Sparta, right near my home, and received exceptional care at Morristown Medical Center for my surgery. I was able to teach, motivate, and inspire again.
Where you go for orthopedic care matters.
Atlantic Health System, because every moment is a moment that matters.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit BalariNJ.com to learn more today.
Fans, this happening is the Bud Light Thursday. Be sure to visit our concession stand for a great selection of Bud Light beers. And just a friendly reminder, fans, the sale of alcohol ends upon the conclusion of the 7th inning. Here's to having beer with friends and friends with beer. Bud Light, famous among friends.
No score as we move to the bottom of the first inning at Constellation Field. Quickly, the TD Bank starting lineup for the hosting Sugarland Skeeters. Managed by Pete Incaviglia, assisted by Roy Merritt, Lincoln Gums, and Jeff Allen. Jaron Mitchell to bat leadoff. Cody Stanley hits second, Anthony Giansanti third. Dennis Phipps is the designated hitter batting fourth, followed up by Juan Silverio fifth, Borenstein sixth, Chris Colabello hits seventh, Jason Martinson eighth, and Ryan Jackson rounds up the order hitting ninth. As they work against Liam O'Sullivan on the mound tonight for the Somerset Patriots. O'Sullivan, 6'3", 215-pound righty, Massachusetts native. 1-2 on the year with a 4.34 earned run average. His second start of this series against the Skeeters and his third consecutive start against Sugarland. First pitch to Jared Mitchell is a topped ground ball to the right side of the infield. Craig Massey collects and flips it over to first. 1 pitch and 1 away. So the defense for the Patriots, it's Ramon Flores in left, Krause in center, Francoso in right. Along the infield, Kenger's the third baseman. Rodriguez at short, Massey at second, Espinal at first, and Gabriel Bracamonte gets the start behind home plate. Again with O'Sullivan on the mound, making his 6th start of the season for the Patriots. O'Sullivan stares towards home, works from the windup. First pitch to the lefty, Cody Stanley, a fastball away. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, O'Sullivan had pitched for the Patriots to begin this series and had a very strong outing. Left in line for the win. 1-0. Taken up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. His line doesn't necessarily indicate as well as he pitched. He wound up allowing 5 runs, all earned on 6 hits over 6 2/3 innings in a no decision. It was his longest outing of the season and one of his best. The 2-0. Stanley pops it up, left side of the infield. Rodriguez, the shortstop, shades down, backpedals. Ramon Flores charges in shallow left center, makes a one-handed grab, and there's 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first inning, we're scoreless, and that'll bring up Anthony Giansanti. In O'Sullivan's last start against the Skeeters, he allowed a couple of home runs. A 2-run home run for Juan Silverio, a solo home run for Anthony Giansanti. And then, after allowing those 2 home runs over the first 4 innings, wound up working through a stretch where he retired 10 consecutive batters until there were 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 7th inning with the Patriots leading 6-3. And that's where some of his struggles started to come in, as the first pitch to Giansanti taken up and in, 1 ball and no strikes. He issued a 4-pitch walk with 2 out and then gave up an RBI double to Albert Cordero on a tough play in right field for Scott Kelly. As the 1-0 to Giansanti is swung on and missed, 1 ball and 1 strike. And then a 2-out RBI single to Ryan Jackson. And ultimately left the ball game having allowed 5 earned runs. Still was in line for the win when he left, as the 1-1 misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Unfortunately for the Patriots, they carried that lead into the bottom of the 9th inning when Mike Antonini blew only his 2nd save of the year, giving up a 2-run home run to Zach Borenstein. 2-1 misses inside. Now 3-1's the count to Giansanti. And that was one of a number of tough losses the Patriots have suffered, not only against the Skeeters, but really over the last week and a half. A lot of close games that easily could have gone in a different direction. 3-1 misses inside, ball 4. So a 2-out walk issued by Liam O'Sullivan, first base runner of the night for the Skeeters. Giansanti takes first. That'll bring up Dennis Phipps. O'Sullivan had only walked 7 batters over 29 innings entering tonight's ballgame. So he's been pretty judicious with the free passes he's offered. Here's Dennis Phipps. Big uppercut swing, a lot of power, low batting average. Right-handed hitter against the righty O'Sullivan. First pitch. Takes a fastball for a called strike, 0-1. The former big leaguer Phipps is hitting .226 on the season with 6 home runs and 15 runs batted in. One of those home runs coming in this series. Giansanti runs as Phipps taps one foul and falls behind in the count, 0-2. Giansanti has 6 stolen bases in 7 attempts, including a steal last night. Plenty of athleticism off of first. 2 out, bottom of the first inning, scoreless between the Patriots and the Skeeters. Michael Marriott needed 22 pitches to work through a scoreless top of the first inning. Now the 12th pitch of the frame for O'Sullivan. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Juan Silverio awaiting on deck. And again, a beautiful night for baseball. Solid crowd so far on hand for Constellation Field as well. A lot of fans spread out around the outfield and the infield as O'Sullivan throws to first, and Giansanti just got back. Edwin Espinal thought they had applied the tag and jumped off the first base bag. Liam O'Sullivan put out his hand thinking he had gotten Giansanti as well. First base umpire tonight is Dwayne Cooper. It's Reggie Liggins behind home, Eric Davis at third. A close play at first. Cooper says that Giansanti just got his hand back. So now a 1-2 count, and Phipps will step out with a prolonged stretch from O'Sullivan. Now Liam back on the mound. Stares in from the stretch. 1-2. Fastball taken a little high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skeeters struck first last night after the Patriots had 2 on in the top of the first inning and did not score. There was a pair of 2-out run-scoring hits for the Skeeters that put them in front, including a 2-out RBI double from Dennis Phipps. O'Sullivan throws back to first again. It was Phipps with an RBI double. It was then Juan Silverio with an RBI single. And Somerset was playing from behind early in a game where they probably should have put more runs on the board early in the ball game against Lucas Irvin. Ultimately lost 4-3. Long stretch from O'Sullivan, 2-2, and Phipps asks for time right before the pitch is thrown. O'Sullivan's taking a little extra time between pitches as a means to try to slow down Dean Sante's run game at first. Thought is that if you're a runner at first base, you try to time up the pitcher. And if he's going through a constant routine, then you could time it up. But if the pitcher switches up the amount of time it takes him to throw a pitch, it makes it more difficult to run on him. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. Phipps set down swinging on a fastball. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base. To the second, we're scoreless on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
The Sugar Land Skeeters and the Texas Lottery have teamed up to honor our veterans in attendance at tonight's game. Fans, if you have served or are currently serving our country.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Hey fans, all season long, the Patriots have teamed up with AARP New Jersey to offer its members discounted tickets to every Sunday home game. Just mention the code Patriots3 and that you're an AARP member to get a 50% ticket discount to every Sunday home game. Be sure to visit AARP.org today for more information on how you can become a member. AARP, real possibilities.
Leading off for the Patriots,
Craig Massey to lead off.
25, Craig Massey.
In the top of the second inning, we're scoreless between the Patriots and the Skeeters. Somerset got a couple of runners on in the top of the first inning, came up empty-handed. So now Massey, the 6th batter in the order, leads off here in the second, and the first pitch from Michael Marriott. Taking a bit low, 1 ball and no strikes. 22 pitches for Marriott in the first inning. Allowed a 1-out walk to Flores, a 2-out base hit to Will Kenger. 1-0 to Massey. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Craig Massey right now riding a 17-game on-base streak. It is tied for the longest on-base streak on the Somerset Patriots this year. 2-0 on its way. Taken low, 3 balls and no strikes. Alfredo Rodriguez also had a 17-game on-base streak earlier this year. And right before Massey's 17-game streak began, he had 1 day where he didn't reach base, and right before that, had a 12-game on-base streak as well. Now the 3-0, taken for a called strike, 3-1. So he's reached base safely now in 29 of his last 30 ball games, and 17 in a row entering tonight. Here's the 3-1 from Marriott. Inside, ball 4. Craig Massey now with a new team high. It's an 18-game on-base streak for the second-year Patriot. He also had the longest on-base streak for the Patriots last year as well. The year, of course, in which he won the league batting title. Had a 29-game on-base streak from the beginning of July into the beginning of August. And now an 18-game on-base streak for Massey. And the majority of times he's reached base has been through walks. He's tied for 3rd in the league in walks. He'll lead off for first base. Now it's Michael Krause at the plate. First pitch. Fastball up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. So Michael Marriott has issued a couple of walks to begin his evening. And Somerset once again will have another opportunity to jump in front. Massey, aggressive base stealer. 4 for 8 on the season. Large lead at first. 1-0. Comes inside, and Kraus jumps out of the way on a slow curveball. 2 balls and no strikes. Massey with those 4 steals, but he's also tied for the league lead in caught steals with 4. 2-0. Kraus swings and pops it up. Dropped to a knee, popped up behind home plate. Stanley sheds the mask right near the fence, and he just runs out of room. Ball just got over the fence and landed in the first row of seats where a fan just got a souvenir. And Mike Francoso, who was right there, just walked right over, gave him a big old thumbs up. And the young fan wearing a Boy Scout uniform, smiling from ear to ear. And that is what baseball is all about. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the second inning. There's no score between the Patriots and the Skeeters. Mike Kraus hitting .333 over his first 4 games with Somerset. 2-1. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third baseline. Into the Patriots dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kraus had a couple of hits last night. Also a run scored. Has a lot of power. Started off his first couple of games batting second in the Patriots lineup. Now he's been dropped down a little further, hitting 7th tonight. Massey off of first. Marriott from the stretch. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kraus fooled on a fastball. He might have been thinking a curveball or a breaking ball was coming. It was a very weak swing, and he tipped the fastball into the glove of Cody Stanley. And now 1 away in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up the red-hot Mike Francoso. Another big game last night for the second-year Patriot. He went 3 for 4 with a couple of runs batted in. Over his last 2 games, he is 6 for 9 with 4 RBI. Left-handed batter hitting 8th tonight as Marriott throws over to first and Massey dives back in safely. This recent strong stretch of baseball for Francoso has bumped his batting average up over the Mendoza line. Now a .212 hitter on the season, 1 home run, and 14 runs batted in. It's been a great series for him down in Texas. First pitch from Marriott. Up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And while collectively the Patriots have been struggling to hit with runners in scoring position, the same cannot be said for Francoso, at least during this series. With 4 RBI over his last 2 games, consistently coming through with base hits with runners on. Now the 1-0. Swinging a line drive right to first. It's caught by Colabello. Massey was off the bag. It's a 3 unassisted double play, and the inning is over. No runs for the Patriots, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Well, it's at the bottom of the second, scoreless on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection with 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience, with all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction, with positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here.
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Baseball Movie Trivia is brought to you by AssureFlow Solutions.
Alpine Business Systems is a leading provider of information systems and services. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. Liam O'Sullivan back on the mound here for the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Patriots and the Skeeters. Mike Francoso hit the ball hard in his last at-bat. A ripped line drive, but it was right at the first baseman, Chris Colabello. And with Craig Massey taking a normal secondary lead off of first, Colabello caught it right next to the bag, and there was nothing that Massey can do. Just an unfortunate placement on a hard-hit line drive from Francoso. So it'll be Juan Silverio to lead off in the bottom of the second inning, working against O'Sullivan. 14 pitches in the bottom of the first. Now the first one is Silverio, popped up along the infield. Right side, it's Edwin Espinal underneath. Infield grass, camps under it to make the catch. One pitch and one away. Second straight inning in which the leadoff batter for the Skeeters has attacked the first pitch from O'Sullivan. So one out, nobody on. That'll bring up Zach Borenstein. Borenstein, a 186 batter with a couple of home runs and 5 runs batted in. One of 3 left-handed batters in the lineup tonight against the 6'3 righty Liam O'Sullivan. From the windup, here's the first pitch. And Borenstein takes a strike, knee-high outside corner. No balls in 1 strike. O'Sullivan shakes off Bracamonte. Now from the windup, here's the 0-1. Another fastball. This one misses the outside part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. More fans continue to file in here. Had 5,900 in attendance last night at Constellation Field as Borenstein's late on the fastball here. 1-2. And it looks like we should be close to that number again tonight. They had a post-game concert here last night as well. Sounded like an 80s cover band that was playing from the bar out in right center field. They actually sounded like they were really good. I was enjoying it during the postgame as the 1-2 misses upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then, of course, the most popular minor league baseball promotion, Fireworks, is promised after the ball game tonight here for the Skeeter fans in attendance. 2-2 on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. O'Sullivan pulls the string, change up there, gets him out in front, and there's 2 away. Bottom of the second inning. That's the second strikeout of the night for O'Sullivan.
First baseman number 24, Chris Colabello.
So 2 out, nobody on. Now Chris Colabello has started to struggle a bit. Colabello 0 for 3 last night. 0 for 4 the night before. 0 for 4 the night before that as well. He's 0 for his last 12 from the plate, dating back to his last at-bat 4 nights ago. And the first pitch now to the righty. Misses low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. It's a beautiful night in a beautiful ballpark. And fans pretty much extending down all the way down both the first and third base lines, and a bunch of fans in the outfield and the grass berm in right, jungle gym in center, as the 1-0 swung on and missed. And there's that water play place with the water that spits up from the ground, all the little fun fountains for the kids. That's over in right center field. I could also see from my vantage point the buckets of water sort of hanging over, and every once in a while when they fill up, tipping over and dumping on all of the fans over there, which seems like it would be a lot of fun right now considering we're still sitting above 90 degrees. As Colabello takes a breaking ball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm not asking for somebody to do that to me in the broadcast booth. That would certainly ruin all of our broadcast equipment. But it seems like that's the right place to be on a 90-plus degree day. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the second. No score between Somerset and Sugarland. Liam O'Sullivan from the windup and taking a little bit of his time. Chris Colabello then asks for a breather. It's granted to him by the home plate umpire, Reggie Liggins. Infield back. Will Kendra guarding the line a bit over at third. Outfield plays deep. Here's the 2-1. Taken low and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. O'Sullivan got the first 2 out quickly in the bottom of the first inning and then issued a 2-out walk to Anthony Gene Santi. Quickly got the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning again, but has now fallen behind in the count against the former Minnesota Twin and the former Toronto Blue Jay. From the windup, now the 3-1. Line foul, right field side, out of play. That'll run the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Colabello's still looking for his first home run of the season with just a .225 batting average. Technically, for Sugarland, listed as a player coach. Well, I'm not sure exactly what role he's coaching. I would imagine it would be in a hitting coach role. Josh Prince was supposed to serve that for the Skeeters at the beginning of the season, as Colabello swings and misses at a changeup here, strike 3. 3 strikeouts for O'Sullivan through his first 2 innings. Skeeters down in order, and we move to the 3rd scoreless on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Friday, June 28th, Sunday, July 28th, and Thursday, August 29th. Additionally, our Girl Scout days are set for Sunday, June 30th, and Saturday, September 21st. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their PAX banner along with our nation's colors on the field before the game. A parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a Go See It outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative Scout patches available for just $1.50. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game.
All right, fans, as you see on the video board, we're already at $1,600 in tonight's 50-50 raffle. I gotta tell you, fans, last night someone walked out of here with $2,000. You can't win if you do not play. We've got 4 raffle sellers out there for you tonight. Be sure to grab one of them and claim your winning ticket now.
If you need help during the game or have any questions, you can simply text us. Text 908-252-0700 and we'll get back to you. Again, 908-252-0700 so we can help you. For over 100 years, Carrier Clinic has offered a wide array of specialized behavioral health services for individuals throughout New Jersey. Our new updated facility enhances our ability to treat illnesses such as anxiety, depression, and substance abuse in a compassionate and healing environment. Visit carrierclinic.org today.
Let's get it going.
Gabriel Bracamonte to lead off in the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be Bracamonte followed by Alfredo Rodriguez and Ramon Flores. 9-1-2 batters in the order. Michael Marriott back on the mound. First pitch to Bracamonte, taken for a called strike on the outside part. 0-1. Bracamonte 0 for 6 so far this season from the plate. No home runs, 1 run batted in. 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss. Chased a hard slider outside the zone. And he's quickly fallen behind 0-2. It's only the 5th game for Bracamonte, just his 3rd start. He has drawn a couple of walks. 0-2 for Marriott. This is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fans in attendance once again rallying behind this free donut promotion, led by the public address announcer. Gets the crowd rowdy. 1-2 pitch. Taken low. Bracamonte with a nice eye. Lays off the curveball in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shadows starting to creep along the infield as well. Sun setting behind the suite level here with an earlier game, so we're starting to see a more defined shadow line. The 2-2. Swung on, skied out, shallow center. Gene Santi shields his eyes from the sun, makes a one-handed grab, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 out, nobody on. It'll now be Alfredo Rodriguez, struck out looking in his first at bat. So one time through the Patriots lineup, Michael Marriott has allowed 1 hit. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. He works from the windup here, and the first pitch to Rodriguez. Breaking ball, line drive, hit out to left field, drops in front of Phipps. And it's a base hit for Rodriguez, his first of the night, second for the team, and a 1-out base runner. The Patriots had at least 1 base runner on in each inning last night, aside from the top of the 9th, when Felipe Paulino set out the team in order. That was despite Ramon Flores working an 11-pitch battle with 2 out in the top of the 9th inning to keep the ball game alive. It's now the aforementioned Flores who steps to the plate. Drew a walk in his first at bat. First pitch from Marriott. Taken for a called strike. Change up outside part of the plate, 0-1. So Somerset had a number of opportunities last night. They wound up only leaving 9 runners on base, but they had hit into 4 double play groundouts. Well, double plays overall. 0-1. Flores swings and rips it into right field, a base hit. Rodriguez, banana turns around second. He'll head to third as the throw is cut off at second base. Ramon Flores reaches base for the second time tonight. Now make it 10 consecutive games in which Ramon Flores has reached base twice. A remarkable stretch of baseball for the former major leaguer continues. And now the Patriots threatening again. Rodriguez at third, Flores at first. 1 away. And it'll be Edwin Espinal that step in. Patriots 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position today. And it was a situation in which they struggled last night as well. First pitch to Espinal. Taken high, 1 ball and no strikes. Patriots last night went 3 for 13 with runners in scoring position. They hope to do better tonight as Marriott throws over to first to check in on Flores. Dives back in safely. Ramon has turned into more of a stolen base threat this season. He's only stolen 2 bases, but he's a lot quicker. Just doesn't get as many opportunities because he bats in the middle of the Patriot lineup. 1-0 to Espinal. Tapped softly foul. Down the first base line off the end of the bat. It was a breaking ball for Marriott, and Espinal was way out in front. I might have hit off the very end of the bat, had a little bit of reverse English on it as it side spinned along the grass in foul territory down the first base line. Middle infield plays at double play depth. They're hoping for a ground ball from the first-year Patriot. A .286 batter with 3 home runs and 18 RBI on the season. Throw over to first, and Flores back standing. Espinal came up in a similar spot in the top of the first inning last night and hit a line drive out to center field that Anthony Giansanti caught and then threw out Rodriguez from third. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Slider there from Marriott. Espinal chased it off the plate. He's frustrated with himself, and the count moves to 1-2. Pitch was well outside. Had some slow movement to it, and Espinal tried to track it. Came up empty-handed. Marriott's already struck out 3 Patriots batters tonight. Could use a strikeout here. Rodriguez at third, Flores at first. 1 out, top of the third. Now the 1-2. Swung on and fouled off. And Espinal stays alive. Marriott's already struggled a bit with his pitch count. He threw 22 pitches in the first inning. A quicker second inning. And he's now about to throw pitch number 46 of the evening. We're scoreless here in the top of the third. Somerset hoping to break through here. Righty on righty matchup. Now the 1-2. Espinal swings and taps it foul down the third baseline. Another breaking ball there for Marriott. This time Espinal gets a piece, fights it off to stay alive. Try to keep fighting off pitch after pitch before gets one that he can drive. Hasn't gone deep yet in this series, nor has he gone deep yet during this road trip that started in Southern Maryland. Now the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. Martinson collects his only plays to first as Rodriguez scores from third. It's an RBI ground out from Edwin Espinal, and the Patriots take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the third inning. Ball didn't quite get through the infield as it was chopped off of home plate by Espinal, but it did get the job done. Ball was hit softly enough where Martinson, once he collected it, didn't have an opportunity to throw home. So Espinal gets the Patriots on the board. They strike first. Now runner at second with 2 away in the top of the third. First pitch to Kenger. Taken for a called strike, 0-1. That now the 19th run batted in of the season for Edwin Espinal. Puts him into second on the team in runs batted in, trailing only Ramon Flores, who leads off of second base here, the 0-1. Kenger takes it low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Will had been working on his swing over the last couple of days, working with Patriots hitting coach Glenn Barker, trying to cut down on a launch angle and really be shorter to the ball. Put together a strong batting practice earlier today. Hit a number of balls out beyond the deep fence and right. Wind's blowing in from right field, however. Marriott from the stretch, the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Curveball there. Kenger chased it in the dirt, falls behind 1-2. A run home in the inning for the Patriots, already on 2 hits. Ramon Flores off of second, Somerset leading 1-0. From the stretch, now the 1-2 on its way to Kenger. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Marriott strikes him out on a fastball. That retires the side, but the Patriots played a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. 1-0 Somerset as we move to the bottom of the third on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
Alright fans, it is time for the Raisin Cane's Foul Ball Challenge. Who loves some Raisin Canes? Who loves free Raisin Canes? Alrighty fans, keep track with us in the Skeeters 3 foul balls during this happening. Everybody in the ballpark will win a free buy one.
Welcome back here to Constellation Field. Shopping for a new car, hit a home run with all the great deals available now at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Jason Martinson to lead off in the home half of the third inning. Somerset in front 1-0. An RBI ground out from Edwin Espinal bringing home a run in the top half of this frame. Liam O'Sullivan back on the mound. First pitch to Martinson is drilled out to deep left field. Flores turns around, hits off against the base of the scoreboard in left. Flores with the ball, strong throw to second, and the tag in time, 1 away. Ramon Flores played the carom off the left field fence well. He has the strongest arm in this Patriots outfield, And a bullet of a throw over to second base beat the headfirst slide of Jason Martinson. And for the third straight inning, there's one pitch, and there's one away. It goes down to the base hit for Martinson, but he is thrown out at second on a 7-4 putout. And Flores has done that a number of times already this season. And that wasn't necessarily an easy play for Ramon as well, because the scoreboard out on the left field fence has some different contours to it. It has different texture. As the first pitch now to Ryan Jackson misses inside 1-0. A ball that hits off of that scoreboard isn't going to take a flush, predictable bounce as it would off any other part of the outfield fence. It can carry him in different directions depending on what part it hits. The 1-0 taken outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And it's a manual scoreboard out there. So Flores did well, didn't try to make the catch. He sat back, let the ball hit the fence, had it roll off, collected with the bare hand, and a quick, strong throw to second to beat Martinson. As Jackson takes a 2-0 pitch for a called strike, 2-1. So 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the third inning. Ryan Jackson, the number 9 batter in the Skeeter lineup, hitting .208 on the season. No home runs and 6 runs batted in. Here's a 2-1 from O'Sullivan. Swinging a soft ground ball through the right side of the infield. A base hit for Jackson. Went opposite field in between Espinal and Massey. So a 1-out base runner. That'll bring us back to the top of the order in Jared Mitchell. Well, this game, of course, not the only one that is going on in the Atlantic League. We are the last ones to start and already have a number of games that have progressed a bit. As we check the out-of-town scoreboard, the Long Island Ducks continue to play well. They're already leading the York Revolution 10-2. And that ball game in the top of the 4th inning over in York, Pennsylvania. Jared Mitchell, a former Rev, at the plate. And the first pitch from O'Sullivan taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. And York's struggles continue. They were just swept on the road against the New Britain Bees. They have lost 6 straight games. They're 11-23 on the year, and they're already trailing at home 10-2. As Mitchell takes this one off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. Meanwhile, the Ducks are the first place team in the Liberty Division. 2.5 games up on both the New Britain Bees and the Somerset Patriots. So, with Long Island already leading that one by a considerable margin, looks like the Patriots might not be able to gain too much ground tonight if they're able to win. Jackson off of first, 2-0 to Mitchell up and away, 3 balls and no strikes. Other out-of-town scores, the High Point Rockers in front of the New Britain Bees 4-0. That ball game in the bottom of the 5th down in North Carolina. The Bees are the hottest team in the Atlantic League. They have won 10 in a row, but they trail 4-0 tonight. See if Mitchell swings on a 3-0 count. Pitch from O'Sullivan. He does, and he misses on a fastball, 3-1. Had a feeling he was going to swing there. Mitchell, a very athletic player, has a lot of power, but has gotten into a bit of a home run drought. 5 home runs on the season. He had that same total a couple of weeks ago when the Patriots hosted Sugar Land. 3-1. Swinging a ground ball, softly hit towards second. Massey collects, shifts it onto second for 1, and into time at first, double play. Rodriguez's turn beats Mitchell. Sugar Land upset, but it's a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play, and the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We move to the 4th. Patriots in front 1-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Nailed it! Now let's go play some Quick Draw. Quick Draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and
Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
This portion of the game is brought to you by Quicket or Ticket. Fans, the Department of Transportation would like to remind you to buckle up those seatbelts at all times. Buckling up not only saves lives, but it also protects motorists against expensive citations. Visit TexasQuicketOrTicket.com for more information and safety tips for you and your family.
Call. Hey kids, would you like to have an ice cream party, receive exclusive Somerset Sluggers merchandise and tickets to games, then become a member of our Somerset Sluggers Kids Club? It's only $15 and you can receive tickets to 6 games and join in on 3 exclusive VIP experiences. Visit our website at SomersetPatriots.com for more information. The Patriots would like to thank Children's Specialized Hospital for their support of the 2019 Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. We'll pause 10 seconds for station ID here on 1450 WCTC.
Leading off for the Patriots, winner number 34, Michael Ullman.
It'll be Michael Ullman to lead off in the top of the 4th inning. The Patriots in front 1-0. Michael Marriott at 52 pitches through 3. Back on the mound here. Ullman, Massey, and Kraus. 5, 6, 7 in the order. First pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. Ullman struck out looking in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 today. Now the 0-1 on its way for Marriott. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, there was an argument after the bottom of the 3rd concluded. Pete Incaviglia, the manager for the Skeeters, slowly walked out to argue with first base umpire. As Ullman swings and misses here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And while Incaviglia argued at first, Jared Mitchell stayed right near the umpire over at first. That's Dwayne Cooper. For an extended period of time. 1-2 taken low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, he just stood there in disbelief of the call from Cooper, kept his helmet on, and was just standing there, probably for a good 30, 40 seconds, along with his first base coach, Albert Cordero, before Incaviglia came out to argue, and Mitchell had to take his place in the field. As Ullman swings and misses at a breaking ball here, strike 3. 5th strikeout now for Michael Marriott. Ullman 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. 1 out, nobody on for Craig Massey.
Second baseman number 25, Craig Massey.
So 1 out, nobody on, and here's Massey. Ultimately, there was no ejection that came from the arguments, and it didn't seem like it was too vocal or too animated. But Sugarland's clearly not happy with that double play ground out. As the first pitch to Massey taken inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Sullivan's pitched well. He's thrown just 36 pitches through 3 innings. He's got a 1-0 lead. Now the 1-0 to Massey. The ground ball hit to first takes a high hop, but Colabello makes the adjustment and beats the sprinting Massey to the first base bag for the 2nd out of the inning. Well, it's great watching Craig Massey play. I mean, he hit that ball on the ground to first, and the ball was hit sharply. Colabello made the stop relatively quickly. And despite that, Massey was sprinting down the first base line as fast as he could run, which, as a spectator of baseball, as a manager, if you're Brett Jody, as a fellow teammate, you love to see that. There's so many players this day and age that would not do that. As the first pitch to Mike Kraus taken for a strike, 0-1. I mean, that was pretty clearly going to be an out from the second the ball left the bat, and still Massey running full speed to try to beat Colabello to the first base bag. As the 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. And that's the way it should be, because you never know what's going to happen. Maybe Colabello has a bit of miscommunication with his pitcher, thinking that Marriott's going to cover, and all of a sudden Massey beats it out. You never know. That's why you got to run out every pitch. 1-1 to Kraus, fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Patriots leading 1-0. 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 4th inning. Just past the 7 o'clock hour here on the southeastern section of Texas. Just past the 8 o'clock hour back on the East Coast. 1-2 to Kraus. Fastball taken outside, does not chase. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Patriots will be traveling back home on Monday. We'll have an off day Monday and then open up a series against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs on Tuesday, June 4th. 2-2. Up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Marriott wanted the call. He didn't get it. Marriott already with 5 strikeouts through 3 2/3 innings. Kraus, one of the victims. Now the 3-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. Make that 6 strikeouts for Marriott. And the Patriots go down in order in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Patriots still in front, 1-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night.
Every hour.
Every minute. And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Beasley Elementary, Lemonade Day, Canyon Gate, and Guild, Corby Bar Mitzvah, the Kersey graduation party, and thank you so much for serving our country, Mr. Kersey. And also the Houstonian Hotel. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us.
Diamond Nation, located in Flemington, New Jersey, is the premier baseball and softball facility in the Northeast and is home to the Jack Cuss Baseball and Jenny Finch Softball Academies. Visit us at diamondnation.com today. Cody Stanley to lead off, bottom of the 4th inning. Patriots leading 1-0. O'Sullivan on the mound. First pitch taken for a called strike, 0-1. O'Sullivan's pitched well to this point. 3 scoreless innings on 2 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. 2-3-4 due up here for the Skeeters. Stanley to lead off, followed by Anthony Giansanti and Dennis Phipps. As Stanley drives this one out to right center field, but Kraus ranges over to his left, drops the glove down, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. So I didn't go over the rest of the out-of-town scoreboard last time we checked it. Again, the Ducks have already gotten out to a big lead over the York Revolution, 10-2 in the top of the 5th. Rockers still leading 4-0 over the New Britain Bees, now in the top of the 6th inning. And meanwhile, the Lancaster Barnstormers all over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, 8-1. That game only in the bottom of the 3rd, up at Clipper Magazine Stadium. First pitch to Giansanti, taken for a called strike, 0-1. Southern Maryland has quietly won 3 games in a row. And they're just 1 game back of the York Revolution for 3rd place in the Freedom Division. 0-1 on its way. Giansanti swings and chops it down the 3rd baseline foul. No balls and 2 strikes. We've been over it before, but a very weak start to the season in the Freedom Division, and almost feels like we're starting June today, and the Skeeters can almost just coast their way to a first half Freedom Division championship. With the amount of struggles all 3 of the other teams in the division have experienced. This one softly chopped back to O'Sullivan, collects it, jogs towards first base, stares at the ball, and a soft toss onto Espinal for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 out, nobody on. O'Sullivan worked around, giving up a couple of hits to begin the 3rd inning to keep the Skeeters off the board. Jason Martinson led off with a sharply hit one hopper over to left field. That Flores threw it over to second base to beat Martinson, trying to extend it into a double. Ryan Jackson then had a one-out base hit, but was erased on a Jared Mitchell double play groundout. So now 2 out, nobody on. Patriots leading 1-0. And it's the righty Dennis Phipps, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. One of 3 strikeout victims against O'Sullivan thus far. First pitch. Misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Sugarland leads this series 3-2. Skeeters took the first 2. Patriots took the next 2. As the 1-0 misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. And then it was Sugarland winning a close one last night, 4-3. Patriots scored a run in the 7th and a run in the 8th to make it a 1-run ball game, but came up empty against Felipe Paulino in the 9th. As Phipps chops this one foul, 2-1. It was a game where the Patriots felt that they had a number of opportunities and sort of let the game get away from them. Also a couple of costly errors led to 2 unearned runs against Thomas Dormany, who looked very strong last night, but unfortunately for him, he was given his 4th loss. 2-1 taken low and away, 3-1. Dormany now 0-4 on the season, off the heels of being the Frontier League Pitcher of the Year. And he's looked really strong his last 2 times out. He just hasn't gotten a lot of run support. And last night, had a couple of errors behind him. There's the 3-1 here to Phipps, taken inside, ball 4. A 2-out walk to the former Major Leaguer Dennis Phipps. Second walk issued by Liam O'Sullivan tonight. Keeps the inning going and brings up Juan Silverio. And the way that Silverio has played against the Patriots, it's almost a surprise anytime that he's not able to reach base. He popped up to the first baseman Edwin Espinal in his first at-bat, 0-for-1 tonight. Silverio, a .294 batter against the Patriots this season. Half of his home runs and half of his RBI have come against Somerset in the previous 9 meetings. First pitch from O'Sullivan. Taken outside, 1-0. I mean, he's got 4 home runs and 24 RBI on the season, but 2 of the 4 home runs and 12 of the 24 runs batted in have come against the Patriots, including a 2-run home run against Liam O'Sullivan in the first game of the series on Monday. 1-0. Lays off a fastball up in the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. 1-0, Patriots leading. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. The only run of this ball game, an Edwin Espinal RBI groundout in the top of the 3rd. 1 run on 3 hits for the Patriots. No runs on 2 hits for the Skeeters. Dennis Phipps off of first, held on by Espinal. 2-0 from O'Sullivan. Misses inside, 3 balls and no strikes. And now O'Sullivan in danger of walking back-to-back batters with 2 away in the inning. About to throw pitch number 49 of the night. Make that pitch number 50. And it's a fastball for a called strike to Silverio, 3-1. There's already a reliever getting loose for the Skeeters in their bullpen. Over in right field. It's a righty. Though that could be Danny Reynolds just throwing a bullpen session. I don't know if they're thinking about bringing him in. As Silverio takes a strike at the knees. Juan disagrees. Started walking down the first base line. Pitch was called a strike by Reggie Liggins. He threw his head up in the air. And now continues to chirp a little bit with the home plate umpire. Was maybe about 6 or 7 feet down the first base line before he had to slowly walk back into the right-handed batter's box. So O'Sullivan fell behind 3-0. He has now worked the count full. Phipps will have a head start at first base. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, a line drive hit up the middle into center field, a base hit. Krause up with the ball. His throw will come into second as Phipps stands on the bag. So it's a 2-out base hit for Juan Silverio. Runners at first and second. Now with 2 away for Zach Borenstein. So I'm sure Silverio won't complain anymore. Got another opportunity to hit and came up with a base hit. Bornstein struck out swinging in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 today. One of 3 strikeout victims against O'Sullivan. And that's the best chance for the Skeeters thus far. First time they've had a runner in scoring position. Phipps at second, Silverio at first. Silverio not being held on with the lefty Bornstein at the plate. First pitch from O'Sullivan misses inside, 1-0. Edwin Espinal plays back, nearly guarding the line at first. His heels are close to the edge of the outfield grass. Massey, both feet fully on the outfield grass against the left-handed hitting Bornstein, who has struggled with his batting average on the year, but he does have pop. 1-0. Swung on and driven out to right center field. This one's deep. Kraus back, turns around, and there it goes. Zach Borenstein hits his 3rd home run of the season, his 2nd of this series. A 3-run shot in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Skeeters jump in front 3-1. O'Sullivan frustrated on the mound. It's a 2-out rally for the Skeeters. A 2-out walk to Phipps, 2-out single for Juan Silverio, and now a 2-out 3-run home run for Zach Borenstein, who still has a batting average sub 200. But that's the way home runs work. You only need to hit it once to get it out of the ballpark. So a 3-1 Skeeter lead. Now Chris Colabello at the plate, and he slices the first pitch from O'Sullivan foul. No balls and a strike. Well, Borenstein knew at the second that it got off the bat. He crushed it. It went to the Bud Light Ice House in right center field. And that is a pretty significant blast off the bat of the lefty. 0-1 on its way to Colabello. Taken outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, with that home run, the Patriots have now allowed more home runs than any other team in the Atlantic League this season. They were tied with the Sugar Land Skeeters. Both teams had allowed 34 home runs entering tonight. As the 1-0 to Colabello swung on and missed. 1-2. Now the Patriots have allowed more home runs than any other team, and they have hit significantly fewer than any other team. The Patriots only have 12 home runs collectively. Every other team in the Atlantic League has at least doubled them up in that category. Now the 1-2 from O'Sullivan. Tipped foul, and Colabello stays alive. This Patriots team not really built for big shootout type ball games. Built for the closer games where small ball is more so emphasized, strategy emphasized, tough at bats, moving guys over, situational hitting. 1-2 to Colabello. Taken low and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And when the situational hitting struggles, Patriots are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position tonight. When that struggles and you go up against a team like Sugar Land that could hit the ball out of the ballpark, you could find yourself in a tough situation. 2-2 on its way from O'Sullivan. This is high, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Liam quickly got the first 2 outs in this inning. Cody Stanley flew out to right center field. Anthony Giansanti grounded out to the pitcher. But then a Phipps walk, a Juan Silverio long at bat resulting in a base hit, and a 3-run home run from Zach Borenstein has put the Patriots behind. Now a full count to Colabello. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and popped up. Foul territory. Bracamonte sheds the mask, racing over, and he can't make the catch. Full sprint heading towards the fence. The ball landed in the webbing of his glove. Tried to make a basket catch. It popped out. And Colabello has a second life in this at-bat. Still a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Tough chance there for Gabriel Bracamonte. Running full speed. First time playing catcher in this ballpark, so might have been not too familiar with exactly how much foul territory he had. The at-bat stays alive for Chris Colabello as Liam O'Sullivan is now north of 60 pitches, about to throw pitch number 62 of the evening. His 27th pitch of this inning. From the windup, now the 3-2. Strike three called. Right down the middle, Colabello frustrated, and the inning is over. Fourth strikeout of the night for O'Sullivan. But 3 runs home on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Skeeters in front, 3-1 as we move to the 5th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Nailed it! Now let's go play some quick draw. Quick draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring your...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with a power sprint. Go, 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 stop. Killer class. Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
Evolution Pharmacy is conveniently located in Sugar Land on Eldridge Parkway. Evolution Pharmacy offers both pickup and free deliveries, and they are available no matter where you need them. Evolution Pharmacy, pharmacy involved. All right, fans, don't forget tonight we've got fireworks coming up right after the game. So stick around, enjoy them.
Looking for a new or used car? There's no better place than the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of brands, located on routes 202 and 31 in Flemington, New Jersey, or at flemington.com. There you'll find a family-centered organization ready to take care of all of your automotive needs, as they've done since 1976. Fans get updates on the team, ticket specials, and upcoming promotions with the Patriots Blast. Text Somerset Patriots, one word, to 22828. Again, text Somerset Patriots, that's one word, to 22828 to get signed up today. Top of the 5th inning, Patriots now trailing 3-1 as Michael Marriott comes back on the mound. Mike Francoso to lead off the inning. 8-9 and 1 due up. First pitch to Francoso, a curveball drops in for a strike, 0-1. Zach Bornstein, 2-out, 3-run home run in the bottom of the 4th inning, has Sugar Land in front. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Skeeters, 1 run, 3 hits for the Patriots. Francoso takes this low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Somerset had been leading 1-0 on an Edwin Espinal RBI ground out back in the 3rd. The only damage done by the Patriots thus far. Now the 1-1 from Marriott. Francoso swings and grounds it back up the middle and into center field. Mike Francoso with his first hit of the night. Making now a 5-game hit streak for Francoso. Had 3 hits each of the last couple of nights and gets his first one tonight. A leadoff single up the middle to begin the top of the 5th inning. So now that'll bring up Gabriel Bracamonte, 0 for 1. Flew out to center field in his first at bat. Marriott, now through 4+ innings, has allowed a run on 3 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. O'Sullivan has allowed 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Righty-righty matchup. Bracamonte still looking for his first hit as a Patriot. And he squares around to bunt, pulls it back, and takes a fastball low and in, 1-0. Well, I don't hate that call at all. I kind of like it, actually, for the Patriots. Bracamonte's struggled at the plate to begin his Patriots career. So you hope to put down a productive sacrifice bunt, get Francoso in scoring position for the top of the Patriot lineup. Marriott will throw over to first, and this time, as he threw over to first, Bracamonte did not square. Bracamonte put up career numbers in the Pacific Association last year. He squares around here, and foul tips the bunt. Pitch was down the middle, and he tapped it just a little behind home plate, a foul ball, and it's a 1-1 count. Bracamonte was selected by the Patriots at the 2019 Atlantic League Players Showcase in late March over in Lakeland, Florida. Has primarily been the team's bullpen catcher, but gets a start tonight with Jovan Gonzalez getting the night off. Yovi had started each of the last 3 games for the Patriots. Now the 1-1. Does not bunt, and he takes a breaking ball a little high. 2 balls and a strike. So maybe the bunt signal off after Bracamonte was given one opportunity. Bracamonte failed to get the bunt down, and now he might be given a little more confidence to swing away. Francoso off of first. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and fouled off down the first base line out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The donut chants continue here at Constellation Field with the 2-strike count against Bracamonte. Here's the pitch from Marriott. Chopper foul down the third base line, and Bracamonte stays alive. Marriott north of 70 pitches. And I think the movement that I saw earlier for the Skeeters in their bullpen, it looked like it was Danny Reynolds, right-handed reliever who's currently on the disabled list. He was just getting in a normal scheduled bullpen session, as Marriott still has plenty of juice left in the tank. Skeeters in front 3-1, a runner at first, nobody out. Top of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-2 to Bracamonte. Low and in, 3 balls and 2 strikes. After Bracamonte was looking to bunt earlier in this at bat, he's now worked it full. He's not yet gotten a hit in a Patriots uniform. He has, however, drawn 2 walks. Marriott has walked 2 thus far. Has also struck out 6. Francoso continues to lead off of first. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a line drive into left field, a base hit. And Gabriel Bracamonte with his first hit as a Somerset Patriot. Got a pitch right down the middle, hung a little bit, and Bracamonte turns on it, rips it into left field, and the Patriots dugout filled with smiles. Happy for their teammate Bracamonte, his first hit in a Somerset Patriot uniform. So that'll quiet the donut chants for the time being. Francoso on to second base, and Somerset rallying again here. Now 5 hits on the night for the Patriots, 2 times through the order. Skeeters took a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 4th. We'll see if the Patriots can respond. Rodriguez 1 for 2 today with a run scored. Skeeters thinking Rodriguez is going to bunt. He squares, drops it down the third base line, but foul. And it's an 0-1 count. Well, a bunt still makes sense here. A successful bunt from Rodriguez would put the tying run in scoring position and then give the red-hot Ramon Flores an opportunity. And really the middle of this Patriot lineup, Flores, Espinal, and Kenger all due up after Rodriguez. Though if Rodriguez does get the bunt down, first base would be open. This early in the game, I don't think Sugar Land would necessarily walk Flores. They might pitch around him a bit. See if Rodriguez still is asked to bunt. Corner infielders creeping in. The 0-1. Squares and drops it down back to the mound. Fielded by Marriott, his only plays to first. A successful sacrifice bunt from Alfredo Rodriguez. Over to third on the play goes Francoso. On to second is Bracamonte. Sack, bunt, score that 1-4. And now Ramon Flores is going to be intentionally walked. Interesting. So the Skeeters don't have any interest in throwing to Flores here, who's already reached base twice. Now make it 3 times in which he's reached. An intentional walk still works towards his on-base percentage. So the Patriots have loaded the bases with 1 away. And now it's Edwin Espinal. An RBI ground down in his first at bat to give the Patriots a 1-0 lead. And now a big opportunity here for the Patriots to bounce back after the Borenstein 3-run home run in the bottom of the 4th. No place to put Espinal. Here's the first pitch. A curveball drops in for a strike, 0-1. Espinal, not a very patient batter. He's only walked twice this season. He does have a grand slam. He's got Francoso at third, Bracamonte at second. Bracamonte the tying run. Flores at first, now the go-ahead run. Espinal at the plate. Here's the 0-1 from Marriott. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch gets Espinal well out in front. Count moves to 1-2. 0-2 rather. And these are the situations where the Patriots at least have to get a run back. They don't hit many home runs. Espinal does have the power to do so. But you got to play situational baseball. And with a runner at third and less than 2 out, trailing by 2 runs, got to find a way to at least bring that runner home. Stop the Sugarland momentum. Get momentum back on your side. 0-2 to Espinal. Soft chopper towards first, fielded by Colabello. He's going to throw home, and keeping his foot on the bag is Stanley. Not what Espinal was looking for there. It is a 3-2 putout. Everyone else moves up a base on the fielder's choice. So an unproductive out from Espinal. And now 2 away in the inning. Bases still loaded for Will Kenger. Espinal now 0 for 3. And so it's Bracamonte at third, Flores at second, Espinal at first, and we'll see if the strategy for the Skeeters to intentionally walk Ramon Flores works out. 2 out in the inning with Kenger at the plate. First pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the right side and into right field. A base hit. Bracamonte scores right behind him. Flores, and he slides in safely. A clutch 2-out, 2-run single from Will Kenger. And the Patriots tie it up at 3 here in the top of the 5th inning. Attacked the first pitch from Marriott and just snuck the ground ball past the diving second baseman, Jason Martinson. Will Kenger coming through in a big spot there. The Patriots had been 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position before that Kenger at bat. But a 2-out, 2-run single. And that's one of the hits that the Patriots had desperately been looking for. So 2 runs home in the inning. They've entered the Borenstein home run. And now Michael Ullman at the plate. Swings and misses at a first pitch breaking ball, 0-1. Now the Patriots have an opportunity to take the lead. But Ullman 0 for 2 today. He's struck out twice against Michael Marriott. We're knotted up at 3 here. 2 out, 2 on in the top of the 5th inning. Espinal at second, Kenger at first. Now the 0-1. Swung on and missed again. And Ullman struggling against Marriott. He's fallen behind 0-2. Marriott from the stretch, checks the runner at second. The 0-2. Fastball taken just a bit off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tried to sneak a fastball by Ullman, who was likely looking breaking ball. So a 1-2 count. Espinal not the fastest base runner. He's off of second. He represents the go-ahead run for the Patriots. Craig Massey on deck. Now the 1-2. Swung on a soft ground ball to the left side, and it's under Silverio's glove, rolls it to left field. And Espinal held up at third. Oh, I don't know if Silverio just alligator-armed that one or if it was out of his reach, but that's a play he's made a number of times so far in this series. And the ball found its way into left field for a base. Well, we'll see if it's ruled a base hit. But for the second time in this inning, Somerset now has the bases loaded. And it'll be the left-handed hitting Craig Massey coming to the plate. There's a lefty that's been getting loose in Sugarland's bullpen, but he's not going to come in here. And it's been ruled a fielding error on Juan Silverio. So an E5 keeps the inning going. Bases now loaded for Massey in a big spot. Somerset and Sugarland tied at 3. First pitch to Massey. Breaking ball doesn't break, it stays upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Oh, Juan Silverio, it looks like it's been ruled fielding error against him, but I mean, he didn't even really reach his glove down too much to his left to try to stop that ball. Now the 1-0. Fastball taken for a strike, outside part of the plate, 1-1. Massey 0 for 1 today. He's also drawn a walk. Now an 18-game on-base streak, third longest rather, in the Atlantic League this season. Here's the 1-1. Swings and tips a fastball into the glove of Stanley. Falls behind 1-2. Massey was hitless last night. Got an RBI single with 2 out a couple of nights ago, a part of that big 2-out rally in the top of the second inning. Plated 4 runs. Now the 1-2 to Massey. Swung on, a ground ball hit to the right side and past Martinson and into right field. Espinal scores. Kenger held up at third. Everyone goes station to station as Massey comes through with a big 2-out RBI single. And the Patriots now in front 4-3 in the top of the 5th. And this a microcosm of the Somerset Patriots season. A give up, a 3-run home run, and then it is a rally station to station afterwards that gets them back in the ballgame. 12th run batted in of the season for Craig Massey. And now Michael Krause to the plate, still with the bases loaded. Kenger at third, Ullman at second, Massey at first. Krause the 9th batter of the inning. 4 singles in this inning for the Patriots, including a sacrifice bunt, an intentional walk, fielder's choice, and a fielding error. No place to put Krause. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and tapped foul, 0-1. Marriott now at 90 pitches through 4 2/3. Somerset has answered with 3 runs in the top of the 5th after the Skeeters plated 3 in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 4-3 Somerset advantage. Still more runs on the table, however. The 0-1. Krause swings and muscles it foul against the backstop, falls behind 0-2. And Krause has looked confused thus far against Michael Marriott. He has struck out swinging twice and is fallen behind in the count here, 0-2. Infield plays back for the Skeeters. Outfield straight up, not too deep against Krause. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Krause set down swinging for the 3rd time tonight, but the Patriots rally for 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base. 4-3 Patriots lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
Every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
fans, the 50-50 raffle is up to $2,400. That's a guarantee.
Bottom of the fifth inning now at Constellation Field, with the Patriots back out in front 4-3. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. A 2-out, 2-run single from Will Kenger, a 2-out RBI single from Craig Massey. Patriots still leave 3 on base in the top of the fifth inning. However, they have rallied. They now lead 4-3. Jason Martinson to lead off. And the first pitch from Liam O'Sullivan taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Michael Marriott at 92 pitches after his fifth inning is done. As the 1-0 taken up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Liam O'Sullivan was at 62 pitches through 4, and he now has the lead. 2-0 on its way. Martinson takes a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now. It'll be Martinson, Jackson, and Mitchell. 8, 9, and 1 due up against O'Sullivan. Martinson ripped a base hit, short hopping the left field fence in his last at-bat, but was thrown out, tried to advance to second. Swings and pops this one up. Right side of the infield, Espinal jogs in, calls everybody off, makes the catch. There's the first out of the inning. So now a big spot here for O'Sullivan. Try to throw up a 0, or as the Sugarland Skeeter fans have chanted so often tonight, throw a donut on the scoreboard would be big here to give the Patriots an opportunity to come back to the plate leading in the top of the 6th inning. It'll be Ryan Jackson now. Got a ground ball base hit through the right side of the infield in his first at bat. First pitch now from O'Sullivan in there, called strike, 0-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Patriots. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Skeeters. One of the runs scoring for Somerset in the top of the 5th and unearned after the fielding error from Juan Silveria. 0-1 to Jackson. Fouled off to the backstop. No balls and 2 strikes. I mentioned it in the top half of the inning. I mean, it's just such a microcosm of the way this season has gone for the Patriots. There was 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th. A couple of batters reach, and then Zach Bornstein hits a 3-run home run to put Sugarland in front. And then Somerset rallies in the next half inning, pretty much the only way they've done so this year. As Jackson fooled on a fastball, goes around on a 3-quarter swing, strike 3. 5th strikeout of the night for O'Sullivan. 2 out, nobody on now in the bottom of the 5th inning. Well, for the Patriots in the 5th, single, sack bunt, intentional walk, fielder's choice, 2-run single, fielding error, RBI single. I mean, they put together a 9-batter rally to score 3 runs, and there was not a single extra base hit in that rally. That's how it's gone for the Patriots, and right now it has them leading 4-3. O'Sullivan from the windup. First pitch to the lefty, Jared Mitchell. Fastball up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Mitchell 0 for 2 has twice topped the ball to the right side of the infield on the ground, one time resulting in a double play. As he takes this fastball just a little inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Batting average down to .272. Still leads the Atlantic League with 15 stolen bases in just 16 attempts. 2-0, fouled off to the backstop, 2-1. Oh, this was around the time in O'Sullivan's last start where he had settled down nicely and really started mowing through the Skeeter lineup. See if he can do that again tonight. Takes a deep breath, works from the windup, rocks and fires, and the 2-1's fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. In O'Sullivan's last start, he had given up a solo home run to Anthony Giansanti to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. And then after that point, wound up retiring 12 of his next 13 batters. Had a tough 4th inning again tonight, but has recorded the first 2 out here in the 5th. Now a 2-strike count against Mitchell. Here's the pitch. Just misses inside. O'Sullivan wanted the call and he didn't get it. And that runs the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. With Cody Stanley awaiting on deck in another game that right now has just a 1-run difference. Again, 6 of the 9 meetings between these two teams have resulted in just 1 run. 3-2. Swinging a ground ball past Craig Massey into right field. Hard hit by Mitchell. Massey ranged over to his right, and it got past him for a base hit. First hit of the night for Jared Mitchell. Now I'm sure in a 1-run ball game, O'Sullivan's going to have to pay a lot of attention to him over at first. Mitchell as good of a base stealer as there is in the Atlantic League right now. His 15 steals lead the league. Next closest, Darian Sanford with 11. Then after that, a bunch of players in single digits. First pitch, Stanley swings and muscles it into left field, a base hit. Doesn't even give Mitchell an opportunity to run. Lines a base hit to left on the first pitch from O'Sullivan. And for the second consecutive inning, the Skeeters are putting together a 2-out rally. In the fourth, O'Sullivan had 2 out, nobody on. Walked Phipps, gave up a base hit to Silverio, and then a 3-run home run to Zach Borenstein. Had 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Base hit to Jared Mitchell, a base hit to Cody Stanley. There is a righty that's getting loose for the Patriots in their bullpen. That might be Vince Molesky, who's starting to throw a bit. But a couple of pitchers getting loose for Sugarland as well, as we're in a couple of critical moments in this ballgame. Patriots leading 4-3. Mitchell takes off. First pitch misses, in for a strike. Double steals on. Bracamonte down to second base, but Stanley beats the tag. So predictable double steal there from Jared Mitchell. Leading the way, he steals third for his 16th steal of the season, and Stanley behind him steals second, his second steal of the year. And now the Skeeters, despite an 0-1 count to Gene Santee, have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tying run at third, leading run at second. 0-1 to Gene Santee. Swinging a ground ball to third. Kenger blocks it, stumbles with the ball, throws to first, and the throw not in time. Gene Santee beats it out. Brett Jody sprints out of the third base dugout, and the Skeeters have tied up the ball game at 4 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brett Jody's going to argue with the first base umpire, Dwayne Cooper. Will Kenger dropped to a knee. He bobbled the ball, and then he struggled to find it while it was on the ground. By the time he located it and threw it over to first, Gene Santee was coming across the bag at roughly the same time. Espinal had a stretch at first base. And now Brett's conversation with Dwayne Cooper continues. It's a big call, and it's a big fielding error from Will Kenger. If he fields that ball cleanly and gets it over to first quickly, the Patriots escape the inning and they stay in front 4-3. Instead, it's a run-scoring fielding error from Kenger. In E5, Mitchell scores from third. Over to third base on the play goes Cody Stanley. The Skeeters have tied it up, and now they have an opportunity to take the lead. And back and forth we go. Patriots had 2 costly errors last night that led to 2 unearned runs and eventually the game-deciding run. And we'll see if that costs the Patriots again, as Brett Jody's going to come out to the mound, and he might be making a pitching change here. There's been a righty getting loose, and O'Sullivan's night might be done after 4 2/3 innings. Liam at 78 pitches. Patriots infield converges, and with Brett coming to the mound, he's going to take the ball, and that's it for O'Sullivan. And a very tough ending to his evening. He got the ground ball that should have got him out of the inning and kept him in line for the win. Instead, a fielding error from Will Kenger ties up the game, and now there'll be a new pitcher to enter for the Patriots. With 2 out and 2 on in the bottom of the 5th, we'll step aside for the pitching change on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Attention New Jersey camps, it's time to start thinking about your summer schedule and field trips for your campers. The Somerset Patriots Camp Days have returned for the upcoming season. Head over to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater to check out top-notch baseball for the best price in town. The 2019 camp dates are officially set for Thursday, July 18th, Wednesday, July 31st, and Wednesday, August 14th. The Patriots are welcoming camps with groups of all sizes to come out to the ballpark to enjoy America's favorite pastime. Each game begins at 11:05 a.m. and tickets start at just $8. There are also lunch options available for just $5. In addition, each camp in attendance will be welcomed with a public address announcement and a scoreboard announcement during the game. Camps can also take advantage of our on-field programs throughout the game based on availability. So book now to ensure a memorable baseball-filled, fun-in-the-sun trip for your camp today. Give us a call at 908-252-0700 or visit SomersetPatriots.com to lock down your camp's perfect summer trip.
As we have 2 out and 2 on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. HealthQuest, a top 100 health and fitness club in the nation, is right here in our community, conveniently located on Route 31 in Flemington and open 7 days a week. HealthQuest proudly serves all of Central New Jersey. HealthQuest's state-of-the-art facility, industry-leading fitness equipment, and knowledgeable staff combined to form an unforgettable fitness experience. At HealthQuest, it's not just another day at the gym, it's a lifestyle. Visit them today and start your journey to becoming HQ Fit. A very tough ending to the evening for Liam O'Sullivan. Had 2 out, nobody on in the 5th inning. Gave up back-to-back 2-out base hits to Jared Mitchell and Cody Stanley. Then a double steal put runners at 2nd and 3rd. O'Sullivan got the ground ball he was looking for, but Will Kenger bobbled the ball, couldn't locate it on the dirt, and eventually his throw to first base was late. A run-scoring E5 now has runners on the corners with 2 away, and it'll be up to Vince Molesky to keep this ball game even at 4. Molesky had previously made a couple of starts for the Patriots. He's now back in the bullpen. Comes in a high-leverage situation here against the righty Dennis Phipps. First pitch, swing and a miss. Chased a breaking ball from Vince, falls behind 0-1. Molesky 1-0 with a 4.50 ERA. 7 overall appearances, 2 starts. Gene Santi off of first, 0-1 to Phipps. Taken low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Molesky struggled in his first start of the season, but his last time out on the mound, pitched a lot better. Tossed 4 scoreless innings, scattering 3 hits. That was a start back on May 25th. Second game of this road trip for the Patriots. Now he's back in the bullpen in a big spot. And he'll throw over to first, Gene Santi back standing. Vince has 12 strikeouts against 3 walks over 14 innings. The Patriots can certainly use a strikeout here. Stanley off of third, he's the go-ahead run. Gene Santi at first. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the 1-1. Taken low, blocked by Bracamonte. A nice block there. And that keeps Stanley at third and Gene Santi at first. 2 balls and 1 strike. Any ensuing run that would potentially score in this inning would be unearned, charged against Liam O'Sullivan after the 2-out fielding error by Will Kenger at third base. Four fours our score with 2 out in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 from Molesky. Taken for a called strike, knee high. Phipps disagrees. That'll run the count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vince has been used primarily as a long reliever for Somerset this year. And there's certainly a chance that if he's able to get out of this inning, that he could come back on the mound for the 6th and potentially more. First things first, he's got to focus on Phipps. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball misses low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Juan Silverio awaits on deck. He's enjoyed a big series against the Patriots. I'm sure he would love an opportunity to hit here with the bases loaded. Gene Santi will have a head start off of first base. Nobody's at second. Cody Stanley at third. 2 out, bottom of the 5th. Already a run home. This ball game is tied at 4. Molesky takes his time, and Phipps asks for time. From the stretch, here's the 3-2. Swinging a soft topper foul down the third base line. Well, Molesky, one of his go-to strikeout pitches is a knuckle curve. Looks like he tried to snap that one off there against Phipps, and Phipps dropped the bat head low and just got a piece of it to stay alive. Vince also has a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, slider, and changeup in his repertoire. Runners at first and third with 2 away. Infield plays back. Now the 3-2 to Phipps. Fouled off. Another breaking ball from Vince and another foul ball from Phipps. Still full count. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Patriots. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Skeeters. This the second straight inning in which there were 2 out, nobody on, and the Skeeters have rallied. Molesky comes set, a righty-righty matchup. Once again, the 3-2. Fouled off again. And that fastball deflected off home plate umpire Reggie Liggins, and he'll need a second to collect himself. Phipps was beat on a fastball in on the hands, but the foul tip deflected off of Bracamonte's glove and then hit off against home plate umpire Reggie Liggins. And now Pete Incaviglia, along with the trainer for the Skeeters, Max Mahaffrey, are going to come out and take a look at Liggins to make sure that everything's all right. Giving a little extra time here as Phipps returns to the on-deck circle to wipe a little bit more pine tar on the bat so he can get a better grip. Big spot in this ball game. Molesky's entered after Liam O'Sullivan was pulled with 2 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's already been an 8-pitch battle between Vince and Phipps. Go-ahead run, rather, leading off of third base. Molesky from the stretch. Now the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball foul once again, this down the third base line. And Phipps will see a 10th pitch of this at bat. Now the Patriots jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the third. Skeeters got a 2-out rally in the bottom of the 4th, highlighted by a 3-run Bornstein home run. Patriots then brought 9 batters to the plate in the top of the 5th, scored 3 runs, stranded the bases loaded. Skeeters have tied it up here in the bottom of the 5th. Now the 3-2. Taken low, ball 4. Dennis Phipps works a 10-pitch walk. That loads the bases and brings Juan Silverio to the plate. A very strong at bat from Dennis Phipps, as Molesky couldn't quite get that out pitch. Gene Santee moves over to second. And now it's Juan Silverio with an opportunity to give Sugar Land their second lead of the night. Silverio had a 2-out single in his last at bat, which kept that rally in the 4th inning alive before the Bornstein 3-run home run. Infield will play back. Silverio 1 for 2 today. Force at any base. Molesky from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. In for a called strike, going 1. We don't have the final line on Liam O'Sullivan, but he worked 4 2/3 innings. He allowed 6 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, at least 4 runs, 3 of which are earned, and any subsequent run that might score in this inning would be unearned. Molesky takes his time. Now the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball in the dirt. Silverio swings right over it, and the count moves to 0-2. Already a run home here for the Skeeters. They've got the bases loaded. They've only left 1 on base so far tonight. Stanley at third, Gene Santee at second, Phipps at first. Infield back. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 0-2 offering. Misses up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Molesky tried to change the eye level with a fastball. Missed a little up and in. Silverio's moved around the lineup for the Skeeters a bit throughout this series. He seems to always find himself at the plate in a big opportunity. Base hit here would give Sugarland the lead. Now the 1-2. Fouled off. Fastball over the screen and out of play. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a beautiful evening here in Texas. Just hit the 8 o'clock hour in the Central Time Zone. As the bases are loaded with 2 away. And now Bracamonte is going to ask for time. And we'll pause 10 seconds for station ID on 1450 WCTC. Bases loaded, 2 out, bottom of the 5th inning. Vince Molesky on the mound working against Juan Silverio. Game tied at 4. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball taken in the dirt, blocked by Bracamonte. Rolls just a couple of feet to his left. Stanley holds at third. Bracamonte's done a very good job blocking pitches in the dirt so far tonight. And it's a 2-2 count. There was 2 out, nobody on in this inning. Jared Mitchell got aboard with a 2-out single. Cody Stanley followed up with a base hit. They executed a double steal and then a run scored on a fielding error from Kenger at third. That pulled O'Sullivan from the ballgame. Dennis Phipps drew a 10-pitch walk, and now it's a 2-2 count against Silverio. Here's the pitch. Swinging a drive deep to left field. Forget it. Juan Silverio crushes a grand slam, and the Skeeters lead 8-4 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A nightmare inning for the Patriots. Silverio's 5th home run of the year. Now 28 RBI, the majority of which have come against the Patriots. And Sugarland in front 8-4. A very similar inning for the Skeeters to the one they had in the 3rd. 2 out, nobody on. And they then had 3 straight batters reach, including a 3-run home run from Zach Borenstein. There, Juan Silverio crushed a hanging breaking ball from Molesky, and no doubter off the bat over the left field fence. First pitch to Borenstein, fouled off, 0-1. Again, 2 out, nobody on in this inning. And now 5 2-out runs have scored, including all of them being unearned. And once again, the Patriots will have to rally. They've given up 2 home runs today. One's been a 3-run shot. One's been a grand slam. And Somerset trails 8-4. 0-1. Borenstein takes it low. 1 ball and 1 strike. So that does close the book on Liam O'Sullivan. He allows 5 runs. Or rather, it'd be 6 runs. As the 1-1 taken for a strike by Borenstein. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He allows 6 runs, but only 3 of those should be earned. Every run in this inning should be unearned. Here's the 1-2. Borenstein pops it up foul down the third base line out of play. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Long balls doing in the Patriots here today. They trail 8-4. 2-out rallies also doing in the Somerset. Now the 1-2 from Molesky. Taken low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the Patriots, after giving up the 3-run home run in the 4th, rallied for 3 runs in the 5th, brought non-batters to the plate, stranded the bases loaded, but brought 3 runs in to take a 4-3 lead. 2-2. Borenstein swings and grounds it to the right side. Espinal makes a backhanded pick. Molesky covers the bag in time, and the inning is over. But the Skeeters plate 5 unearned runs, including a Juan Silverio grand slam. We move to the 6th, Somerset trailing 8-4 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Nailed it! Now let's go play some quick draw. Quick draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring your...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with the power spray. Go, go, go. Stop. Killer class. Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
Ideacom is now offering businesses free VoIP phones. With Ideacom, you can reduce your phone bill, work from anywhere, and enjoy local support. Ideacom has the experience to provide a solution that's right for your business. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team today by visiting their website at ideacom-nj.com. Somerset Patriots Suite Level is brought to you by your New Jersey Audi dealers and the 2019 Audi Q5 SUV. Take a test drive today and see for yourself why the Audi Q5 was born to not conform. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Skeeters. First time this season, they're going to bring Dan Schlereth onto the mound, which means Michael Marriott is done after 5 innings, and Marriott now in line for the win. He allows 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. It'll be Mike Francoso to lead off here in the top of the 6th inning as the Patriots once again are going to have to rally. Just a nightmare bottom of the 5th inning for the Patriots as they trail 8-4. Schlereth on the mound, first pitch to Francoso. A lefty-lefty matchup, and it's in for a strike, 0-1. Schlereth, a former Long Island Duck, recently activated by the Skeeters, 6-foot, 210-pound lefty from Alaska, former big leaguer. And the 0-1 breaking ball on the outside part of the plate, a called strike. Francoso disagrees, and it's an 0-2 count. Somerset saw plenty of Schlereth. The 0-2, taken low and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. When he was a member of the Long Island Ducks. The last name sounds familiar. It's because his father, Mark Schlereth, former football player, ESPN commentator. The 1-2. Francoso lays off a breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dan spent parts of 4 seasons in the big leagues. Broke in with the Diamondbacks in 2009, played with the Tigers in 2010, 2011, and 2012. That was with the Long Island Ducks last year. Now the 2-2. Taken low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So good at bat here from Francoso. Schlereth made 8 scoreless appearances with the Ducks last year. Allowed just 1 hit over 7 1/3 innings. Before his contract was purchased, he went to the Seattle Mariners organization. Now the 3-2. Fouled off. That one deflecting off the catcher, Cody Stanley. Drops to a knee in a decent deal of pain. So still 3 balls and 2 strikes. 8 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error for the Skeeters. That lone error was a Juan Silverio fielding error on a ground ball hit by Michael Ullman in the top of the 5th that led to a run. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error for the Patriots. That 1 error, also an error by the third baseman, was Will Kenger with 2 out in the inning. That allowed a run to score, kept the inning alive, and eventually it was Juan Silverio hitting a grand slam to open this one up. 3-2 to Francoso. Upstairs, ball 4. So good at bat, and Mike draws a leadoff walk. Second time that he's been on base today. So once again, the Patriots will look to rally, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse when I say it, but this is a team that hasn't hit a lot of home runs, only 12 home runs collectively on the year, so you can't really expect them to get them all back on one swing of the bat. They go station to station. You hope for some extra base hits. They try to move runners along. Bracamonte at the plate. First pitch misses high, 1-0. Bracamonte recorded his first hit as a Somerset Patriot in his last at-bat. Line drive base hit to left field off of Skeeters starter Michael Marriott. Now the 1-0. Bracamonte takes a strike, a fastball on the inner half. 1 ball and 1 strike. Soft lead at first base for Francoso. He's held on by Colabello. Now the 1-1. Up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. And Schlereth struggling a bit with his command. He did walk 4 batters with the Ducks last year over his 7 1/3 innings, but only allowed 1 hit in his Atlantic League tenure. This is his first appearance of 2019. Now the 2-1. Swung on and tipped foul. And another foul ball that tips off against home plate umpire Reggie Liggins. That is 3 over the last inning that have hit the home plate umpire. And it's a 2-2 count with Alfredo Rodriguez awaiting on deck. It's a 4-run deficit for the Patriots. You don't have to get them all back in 1 inning. Well, you certainly have to start the rally, especially knowing that Skeeters have a lockdown closer. 2-2. Taken low and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Last thing the Patriots want to do is have to face Felipe Paulino in the top of the 9th inning. So you try to make that rally in the innings leading to the 9th so you don't have to work against Paulino. It's a 3-2 count. Francoso at first, Bracamonte at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swinging a drive deep towards left field. Turning around is Mitchell, and there it goes! Gabriel Bracamonte! A 2-run home run in the top of the 6th inning. His first home run as a Patriot, only his 2nd hit as a Patriot. And he crushes it over the left field fence to bring the Patriots back within a couple of runs. 8-6 is our score in the top of the 6th inning. Bracamonte turning on a hanging breaking ball from Schlereth. And the Patriots have answered again here in the top of the 6th. From one of the more unlikely sources, Bracamonte with a huge 2-run home run. Patriots dugout erupted once that ball got over the fence. It's now an 8-6 ball game. And now Alfredo Rodriguez takes a first pitch strike 0-1. And this one once again has gotten interesting. What a jolt for Gabriel Bracamonte and the Somerset Patriots. 0-1. Rodriguez pops it up foul out of play. I mean, this is a Somerset team. Shows how little I know. They've struggled with home runs this season. That's just the 13th home run collectively for the Patriots. And it came from one of the more unlikely sources, as the 0-2 to Rodriguez taken low and in. But look, Bracamonte last year set a career high in home runs in the Pacific Association with the Pittsburgh Diamonds. He hit 10. So he has shown in professional baseball that he can have a good amount of pop. He turned on one there, sent the 2-run home run out to left. The 1-2. Taken low and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Schlereth struggling with his command. A leadoff walk to Francoso. Hung a pitch for Bracamonte, who hit a 2-run home run. And now Rodriguez, even with the count, against Schlereth in an 8-6 ball game. My goodness. This is not a game that the Patriots would normally be tailored to compete in. 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice curveball there from Schlereth, had a little more bite. Rodriguez set down swinging, and there's one away.
No, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
So 1 out in the top of the 6th, and here's Ramon Flores, who's reached base 3 times tonight. Has drawn a walk, a base hit, and an intentional walk. He has also scored a run. First pitch from the lefty Schlereth. Breaks in for a strike, 0-1. Patriots had runners at second and third with one out in the fifth inning, and the Skeeters opted to intentionally walk Ramon Flores. He eventually came around to score on a two-out, two-run single. 0-1, swinging, and a line drive to third, caught in the air by Silverio. Range to his right, backhanded it before it went down the left field line, and there's two away. First time that Flores has been retired. Two out, nobody on, and now it's Edwin Espinal. Again, a two-run home run earlier this inning for Gabriel Bracamonte, as the Patriots back within two. First pitch to Edwin Espinal, a breaking ball taken low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. So 8 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for the Skeeters. 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Patriots. Well, it's just Somerset's second home run of the season, of the series rather. Another breaking ball here. Looks like Schlereth has now found his command. 1 ball and 1 strike. Takes his time, now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. Espinal frustrated. Chased another one that was well out of the strike zone. He falls behind 0-2. It's been a tough night for Espinal. He does have an RBI. Scored the first run of the ball game on a RBI ground out. Overall 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run in his last at bat. Came to the plate with the bases loaded. Now the 1-2. Chased it in the dirt again, strike 3. And Schlereth gets out of the inning. However, the Patriots get 2 back on a 2-run home run from Gabriel Bracamonte. Couple of runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the 6th, Somerset trailing 8-6. On SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
With nationally recognized service, competitive rates, and an award-winning teen driver safety program, NJM Insurance Group is a home run for New Jersey. Get your free quote at njm.com. This isn't just insurance, it's NJM. Chris Colabello to lead off in the bottom of the 6th inning, with the Skeeters in front 8-6. Here's Chris Colabello, and the first pitch. Fastball in for a called strike, 0-1. It'll be Colabello followed by Martinson and Jackson, bottom third of the Skeeter lineup. Leading this ball game by a couple of runs. Patriots getting a couple of back in the top of the 6th inning on a 2-run shot from Gabriel Bracamonte. As Colabello takes this one low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And boy, I mean, the Patriots dugout just so happy, so excited after that Bracamonte 2-run home run. Hasn't gotten a lot of playing time this year. This is only his 7th game in a Patriots uniform, at least on the field, as Calabello out in front of a breaking ball from Molesky, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And not only did he record his first hit as a Patriot earlier in this ball game on a sharply hit line drive to left field, but now his first home run as well. And it would be hard to argue that it couldn't have come at a better spot. I believe Scott Kelly had jumped out of the Patriots dugout down the third base line. Just couldn't contain his excitement, which is pretty par for the course for Scott. But, I mean, that entire dugout, so excited. Everyone greeting Bracamonte at the top step of the dugout once he got back in. 1-2. Calabello swings and drives it out to right center field, but playable for Francoso. Wind blowing in, he makes the catch, and there's 1 away. So Somerset didn't have to get all 4 back in the top of the 6th, but they do get 2 back, which is big. As now it sets up an opportunity over the next couple innings where you don't necessarily need as huge of a rally to tie it up. Somerset very much still in this ballgame. 2 big hits tonight for Sugarland. A 2-out, 3-run home run for Zach Borenstein, and a 2-out grand slam from Juan Silverio. That's the difference. Here's Jason Martinson. First pitch from Molesky, swung on and missed, 0-1. Again, the final line for Liam O'Sullivan, it's a tough one for him. He gives up 6 runs, only 3 of which earned. All 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Skeeters, unearned runs. Here's the 0-1. Misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's an unfortunate trend for this team. Last night, a couple of errors. 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, led to the eventual 4-3 loss. As Martinson takes this pitch outside, 2-1. Go back earlier in this series. Patriots had a costly error. And a costly, wasn't ruled an error, but misplay when Dwayne Buelow was on the mound, and there's a grounder to Rodriguez that he didn't complete the put out to first base as Martinson takes a fastball inside, 3-1. I mean, in that 6th inning with Buelow on the mound, there was base hit that probably shouldn't have happened for Chris Calabello on a ground ball to short, and then another base hit on a pop-up along the infield that Will Kenger and Michael Ullman couldn't collect. And that eventually helped lead the Skeeters to a big lead. Game was tied at 2 at that point. 3-1 is driven out to deep left center field. This might have the chance. Krause turns around, and there it goes. Another crushed home run. This one a solo shot from Jason Martinson. 3rd home run of the ball game for the Skeeters. And it's now a 9-6 Sugarland lead. Martinson's 3rd home run of the season. And that's going to be it for Vince Molesky. With Brett Jody coming out of the dugout, takes the ball from Molesky, and we'll have a new pitcher for Somerset with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Patriots trailing 9-6. Looks like that's going to be Zek Zinicola who will enter when we return on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
Going home with roughly $1,500. You got
For complete family eye care, go where the Patriots go. See Dr. I.B. Ehrlich and Dr. Martin Storbeck at the Bridgewater Optometric Center, located in Pearl Vision at the Somerset Shopping Center. Bridgewater Optometric Center, the official eye doctor of the Somerset Patriots. Bring in your Patriots ticket stub for an additional 5% discount. New pitcher of the ballgame for Somerset is actually the lefty Luis Cruz. As Vince Molesky done after 2/3 of an inning. His final line allows 2 hits. Both of those hits were long home runs. He allows 3 runs, 1 of which earned. 1 walk, no strikeouts. Served up the grand slam to Juan Silverio after he entered when Liam O'Sullivan was pulled after 4 2/3 innings. Got the first out here in the 6th, but Jason Martinson just sent him deep with a solo home run out to left center field. So with 1 out and nobody on, the Patriots now trailing 9-6. Luis Cruz is the new pitcher in the ballgame for Somerset to try to return a little bit of normalcy to this one. Cruz in his first season with the Patriots, a 5'9", 205-pound lefty. He comes on the mound here. It's the first time we've seen Cruz in a bit. In fact, the last time he pitched was back on May 26th, which was the final game of a 3-game series in Southern Maryland. This is the first time he's appearing in this series against the Skeeters. He'll work against number 9 batter Ryan Jackson. First pitch from Cruz to Jackson. Fastball tails a little outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Cruz on the year. 1-1 with a 4.30 ERA. And he was another pitcher affected by sloppy defense from the Patriots along this road trip that has unfortunately become a bit of a trend. As the 1-0 is on the outside part of the plate, a called strike, 1-1. Last time that Cruz pitched was last Sunday in Southern Maryland. He entered the ballgame with the Patriots leading 2-1 and then gave up 2 unearned runs. 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, and ultimately lost the game. As Jackson swings and grounds 1 to short, sliding stop to his left made by Rodriguez, and a strong throw to first beats Jackson. Nicely done there by Rodriguez, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. Not an easy play for Alfredo. Ranged to his left, slid feet first, collected the ball, spun around, rose to his feet, and threw out Jackson. So 2 out, nobody on, and here's Jared Mitchell, 1 for 3 today. He started the rally for the Skeeters in the home half of the 5th inning with 2 out, nobody on, reached base on a 3-2 count. Got aboard with a single. Checks his swing on the first pitch and fouls it off 0-1. He was the first of 5 consecutive batters to reach for the Skeeters with that 2-out rally in the 5th. Again, a 2-out error by Will Kenger at third base kept the inning going. And eventually it was Juan Silverio with a grand slam. Top it off, and at the time put the Skeeters in front 8-4. Mitchell takes a strike on the inside part of the plate here. And it's an 0-2 count. 3 home runs in the ballgame for Sugar Land. Have accounted for 8 of their 9 runs. As this one misses up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Both teams with 8 hits. Patriots had a big rally in the 5th. They still stranded the bases loaded in that inning as well. They've left 6 on base thus far. The Skeeters have only left 1 on base. Here's the 1-2. Check swing, blocked by Bracamonte, appeal to third. He didn't go around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sun now almost fully set in Sugar Land as we approach the 2.5-hour marker of this one. And we're just about 2/3 of the way into the ball game. Luis Cruz trying to finish off this bottom of the 6th. Steps off the rubber. Gives Bracamonte a little bit of time. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bottom of the 6th. Already a run home for the Skeeters on a Jason Martinson solo home run. Here's the 2-2. Taken low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Patriots have led 1-0 and 4-3 in this one. They've also trailed 3-1, 8-4, 8-6, and now 9-6. 3-2. Swinging a hot shot ground ball to first, collected by Espinal. He'll take it himself to the bag, and the inning is over. But a run home for the Skeeters on the Martinson solo home run. They lead 9-6 as we head to the 7th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 30 or more receive $2 off the normal price per ticket, starting at just $8.50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions, including a pregame performance, color guard, baseball buddies, field of dreams, or the 7th inning fun bunch. The Patriots also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 250 or more for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located down the left field line, where groups of 30 to 500 could have a ballpark barbecue. For $28 a person, get a ticket to the game and an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. Overlooking the left field line is the party deck, where an upscale buffet will be served along with a cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. Email us at groups@somersetpatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 to lock down your perfect summer outing.
Texas Direct Auto Open card that you just saw. Texas Direct is now offering a whole lot of services. They now offer insurance and can service vehicles, all while maintaining.
Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Gene Machi is the new pitcher for Sugar Land. As we move to the top of the 7th inning, Dan Schlereth works just 1 inning. And now it's Machi to work against 4, 5, 6 in the Patriot lineup. Schlereth does allow a couple of runs over his 1 inning on the 2-run home run from Gabriel Bracamonte. Also walks the batter and strikes out 2. And now it's Machi on the mound. The Patriots have seen plenty of so far in this series. Former World Series champion with the San Francisco Giants 2 separate times, 2012, 2014. Big dude standing at 6 feet, 255 pounds. Steps on the rubber. Will Kenja, the lefty, leads off. And a first pitch from Machi, backdoor breaking ball. Clips the outside corner, a called strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 from the righty. Kendrick swings and drives the ball out to center field. Going back is Gene Santee. Struggles locating it. Still moving back. It's over his head. It one-hops against the wall. Stays in play. Kendrick heading for third. And now he's being waiting and they're saying it was the ground. The ball short-hopped over Gene Santee. It hit off the very top of the batter's eye in center field. Ricocheted back in the field of play. And the umpires have ruled it a ground rule double, as Gene Santee couldn't locate it. Boy, I thought that Kenger had an opportunity there for an inside-the-park home run. But I guess the ground rules here in Sugar Land dictate that's just a ground rule double. Kenger skied it out to deep center field, hit it well. Gene Santee couldn't find it, located the ball at the last second. But it was over his head at that point, and then it hit on one bounce against the top of the batter's eye. But maybe there's a pole out there that it might have made contact with as well. First pitch to Michael Ullman misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. So that's Kenger's third hit of the game. He's 3 for 4 with a couple of runs batted in. Now off of second base, and it's Michael Ullman at the plate looking for his first hit, the 1-0. Taken low, 2 balls and no strikes. Still a lot of baseball to be played tonight. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The Skeeters are leading 9-6. in a game that has seen a lot of offense, maybe a little more offense than the Patriots are accustomed to. Ullman with 13 runs batted in on the season. Right-handed batter against the righty Machi. And now Ullman asks for time. Gene making his 14th appearance of the year, his ERA not where he expected. He was brilliant last year with the Skeeters, but a 2-1 record with a 7.43 earned run average this season. Opponents hitting .333 against the righty. Kenger off of second, and now the catcher Cody Stanley asks for time, and everyone trying to get a little extra of a breather here. Machi comes set, checks the runner, now the 2-0. Ullman lays off a slider that clips the outside part of the plate, a called strike, 2-1. Ullman disagreed, sort of crouched a little bit after that call was made. Swings here and grounds one to short. Jackson charges in to collect, throws it on to first to beat Ullman. There's the first out of the inning. An unproductive at-bat there for Ullman. The job there was to at least get Kenger over to third. Instead, Kenger still at second. Now one away for Craig Massey. Ullman 0 for 4. So one out, runner at second. Here's Massey. Had a big 2-out RBI single in his last at-bat. At the time, the game was tied at 3. And Massey was able to muscle a grounder past the diving Jason Martinson at second base, roll it into right field, and give Somerset a 4-3 lead. First pitch to Massey. Taken low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Craig has reached base in 18 straight ball games. Patriots could use another 2-out base hit here. They're 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position tonight. The 1-0. Checks his swing on a pitch that missed low. Didn't go around. And now a hitter's count for the lefty. 2 balls and no strikes. Wind continues to blow in from right field. A beautiful night for baseball. Temperature at 87 degrees currently. Machi asks for a reset on the signals with his catcher Cody Stanley. Will Kenger led off the inning with a double to straightaway center field. Now the 2-0. Taken for a called strike. Breaking ball, and Massey kicked the bat on his shoulders. 2-1 count. 9 runs, 8 hits for the Skeeters. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Patriots. Here's the 2-1. Topped foul down the first base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Patriots would be best served to try to make their rally prior to the 9th inning before Felipe Paulino gets a chance to pitch. Paulino tossed a scoreless 9th last night and is as difficult of a relief pitcher in this league to hit as there is. Outfield shaded slightly towards right. Now the 2-2 to Massey. Swinging a drive deep down the right field line. Bornstein turns around, and it is a foul ball. Massey crushed it. Absolutely annihilated that pitch. And it's a tall right field fence here in Sugarland. But Massey pulled it just a little too much. Just foul. And it's just a 2-2 count. That ball was creamed, but it doesn't count. Just a long strike. Now the 2-2. Swing and a chopper up the middle. Coming in's Jackson. Gloves, throws to first, and off the bag goes Colabello. Massey safe. Over to third goes Kenger. And now the Patriots will bring the tying run to the plate here with 1 away in the top of the 7th inning. It was a tough chance for Jackson. A Baltimore chopper right in front of home plate. Bounced its way high in the air towards short. Jackson ranged in, gloved it, threw it over to first. Had to rush his throw with Massey hustling down the line. And the rushed throw from Jackson forced Colabello off the bag. We'll see how that's ruled. Could be an infield single for Massey as he was hustling the entire time, and it was a tough chance. I would imagine with hometown scoring, it might be ruled an error. We'll see. And now Michael Kraus at the plate with an opportunity to tie up this ball game with one swing of the bat. Massey at first. First pitch. Kraus takes a slider on the inside part of the plate, a called strike, 0-1. Meanwhile, it looks like Massey's been given an infield single. Right call there. The runners at first and third with one away. Kraus is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. As Machi throws to first and Massey is forced to dive back in. We've had at least a run scored in each of the last 5 half innings as we've jumped back and forth. Skeeters just added a run in the bottom of the 6th. Now the Patriots are threatening in the 7th. Another throw to first, and they got Massey. Craig Massey picked off of first base by Gene Machi, and there's 2 away. And that just can't happen. Patriots needed Massey aboard so they could have the tying run at the plate. Massey, an aggressive base runner, was taking a pretty large lead at first. I don't know if he was thinking about stealing second. But that is a big second out of the inning. That takes away a sac fly. It takes away the possibility of a run-scoring ground out. And now 2 away with a runner at third. Here's the 0-1 to Kraus. Drops in for a called strike, 0-2. Kraus struck out 3 times swinging against Michael Marriott in his first 3 at-bats. And hasn't been getting a great read on the baseball tonight. Now the 0-2. Swung in a chopper up the middle. Coming in's Martinson. Tough chance. Throws to first, and it just beats Kraus. Side retired. Patriots come up empty-handed. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. 9-6 Skeeters. We will stretch and then head to the 7th, bottom of the 7th on SPN.B, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night,
Every hour.
every minute, and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Want a bank that defies expectations? Check out TD Bank. Expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule 7 days a week. TD Bank, unexpectedly open, unexpectedly human. Stop by or visit tdbank.com. Member FDIC. TD Bank NA. Luis Cruz remains in the ballgame. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Skeeters leading the Patriots 9-6. It's been an eventful evening, and it will be Cody Stanley to lead off. Swings at the first pitch, lines it down the right field line. It's fair. Rolls to the corner. Stanley around first, heading for second as Francoso bobbles the ball in the corner. Wide turnaround second for Stanley, but he'll hold there. A leadoff double on the first pitch. And Sugarland has a runner in scoring position with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Patriots got a leadoff double in the top of the 7th, but failed to score. Patriots have left 7 runners on base tonight. Sugar Land has scored in 3 straight innings, has hit a home run in 3 straight innings, a 3-run shot from Bornstein in the 4th, a grand slam from Silverio in the 5th, and a solo home run from Martinson in the 6th. Now it's Anthony Giansanti at the plate as Sugar Land looks to open this one up. First pitch from Cruz, a bunt down the first base line, pushed beautifully. Cruz covering the bag, not in time. Giansanti beats it out for an infield single. Over to third goes Cody Stanley. A beautiful bunt there from Anthony Giansanti. And now the Skeeters with runners on the corners and nobody out. Brett Jody coming out now. I wonder if he's going to have a conversation with the first base umpire, Dwayne Cooper. I thought that Giansanti was pretty clearly safe. Luis Cruz reached out with the glove to try to apply the tag on Giansanti while also running over to the first base bag. And now Brett asking all 3 umpires to get together. And I think Brett's asking Dwayne Cooper really to ask Reggie Liggins to see if they saw whether or not Luis Cruz had applied a tag on Anthony Giansanti. The only other thing that this could potentially represent is maybe did Giansanti get out of the batter's box at the time that he applied contact on the bunt? All 3 umpires having a discussion right near second base. And Giansanti ruled safe at first. So it's an infield single for Anthony Giansanti, which was really a good play there. The Patriots have sort of been spiraling a bit, and against a left-handed pitcher, he pushed the bunt down the first base line. Luis Cruz's follow-through, his momentum carries him to the third base line, so it was a very difficult play for him. Eventually it was Espinal who fielded it, but Cruz wasn't fast enough getting over to the bag. Giansanti, very athletic. So runners on the corners and nobody out, an opportunity for the Skeeters to really take control of this one. It'll be Dennis Phipps at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice and has scored a couple of runs. First pitch. Cruz gets a strike at the knees on a fastball, 0-1. Dennis Phipps, an underrated part of this game. He worked a 10-pitch walk with 2 out in the bottom of the 5th inning when Vince Molesky entered the game. That kept that inning going as Molesky couldn't quite put away Phipps. And the next batter was Juan Silverio, who hit a grand slam. Patriots need a strikeout here. They'll concede a run for double play as Phipps takes a fastball in the inside corner. Tried to jump out of the way, but the count moves to 0-2. 10 hits for both teams. The difference, Skeeters have hit 3 home runs that have accounted for 8 of their 9 runs. Now the 0-2. Check swing didn't go on a pitch that missed in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Luis Cruz came in the 6th inning, got the final 2 outs. Now Brett hoping that he can get the team through the 7th. Somerset still in this ballgame. They trail by 3 runs. They can't afford to let too many, if any at all, score. The 1-2 topped right in front of home plate. Cruz charges and slips along the infield grass, and he doesn't have a play. The ball was hit maybe 10 feet in front of home plate. Cruz raced in. He slipped along the infield grass. Didn't have a play anywhere. Everyone is safe, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Just bad luck there for the Patriots. And now Juan Silverio once again will have an opportunity with the bases loaded, already with a grand slam tonight. And it's tough to rule an error on Cruz there because he slipped and never really made a play on the ball. So it is a dribbler that's going to go down as an infield single. Giansanti over to second. That is basically 2 infield singles in this inning, along with the Cody Stanley double, have loaded the bases. And now Juan Silverio, who's had a monstrous series against the Patriots, comes to the plate with another opportunity to open up this game. No place to put Silverio. It's a lefty versus righty matchup. Cruz is going to have to pitch to him. And now Silverio asks for time. Juan has 5 home runs and 28 RBI on the season. 3 of those 5 home runs and 16 of those 28 RBI have come against the Patriots. He's got the bases loaded and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Infield plays back. Corner infielders in. First pitch to Silverio, taken a little outside, 1-0. Well, Cruz has to be careful, but at the same respect, the Patriots really can't afford to let too many more runs score here. And you can't walk Silverio. You got to pitch to him eventually. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball to short, could be 2. Rodriguez to Massey, turn throw to first in time, and the Patriots will take it. A run scores from third. Cody Stanley in on the double play ground out. It's now a 10-6 Skeeter lead, but Patriots will trade in a run for 2 outs in this inning. So Stanley scores. Over to third goes Giansanti. Now 2 away in the inning for Zach Borenstein. And all things considered, that could have been a lot worse for the Patriots. But they're not out of the woods yet. Borenstein already with a 3-run home run today. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch. Fastball misses inside, 1-0. Giansanti dancing off of third base. Try to distract Cruz's peripherals. Luis takes his time, stares into his catcher, Gabriel Bracamonte. Now the 1-0. Misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, you could pitch around Borenstein, but you're not going to, because Chris Colabello awaits on deck. Granted, Colabello is in a long hitless drought. Here's the 2-0. Borenstein swings and drives it out to center field. Kraus back to the warning track, but he has space, makes the catch, and the inning is over. So a run home for the Skeeters, could have been more, on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 10-6 Sugarland as we head to the 8th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
True & Associates is the sponsor of the lawn seating area in the ballpark. At True & Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. True & Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. 10-6, Skeeters leading as we move to the top of the 8th inning. 10 runs, 11 hits for Sugarland. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Patriots. And another pitching change here. Gene Machi done after his 1 inning of work, as he was able to work around a leadoff double from Will Kenger and somehow keep the Patriots off the board. He allowed 2 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And now Matt West makes another appearance for this Skeeter team. He continues to be a workhorse for Sugarland. Mike Francoso leads off in the first pitch, taken at the feet for a called strike, 0-1. Francoso, Bracamonte, and Rodriguez due up here, 8, 9, and 1. Mike's reached base 2 times tonight, 1 for 2, also has a walk and a run scored. Here's the 0-1 from the righty. Misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. West making his team-leading 18th appearance of the season. Pitched last night, worked the scoreless inning of relief, and got the win. Now the 1-1. Misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is his 4th appearance in the 6 games that the Patriots have played against Sugarland during this series. Now the 2-1 to Francoso. Tipped into the glove of Cody Stanley. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Overall, West, strong season, 1-0 with a 2.60 ERA. Big strikeout numbers. 23 Ks over 17 and a third innings. He's on the mound to keep a 4-run lead. 2-2 to Francoso. Swung on and blooped down the left field line, foul into the stands. Nice one-handed catch made by a fan. And it's still a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Francoso has now reached base safely in every game of this series against the Skeeters, and has turned some of his numbers around. 2-2 from West. Check swing on a fastball missing up and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mike's also been throwing batting practice for the team. After he's in the first group of batters for BP, after he's done, he's been jumping and throwing for the second group. 3-2. Tipped foul. Fastball elevated, and Francoso gets a piece to stay alive. And by all accounts, it looks like Mike's actually been throwing a really good BP session, as he normally throws to the second group of batters, which consists of Ramon Flores, Edwin Espinal, Michael Ullman, and Will Kenger. Now the 3-2 to Francoso. Swinging and a drive foul down the right field line out of play. Just a little out in front of that pitch was Francoso. Craig Massey narrowly missed what would have been his first home run of the season. A 2-run shot in the top of the 7th. Absolutely crushed it, but it was just foul. Now Francoso, once again, 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. A long at bat here for Mike. He's already seen now 9 pitches. He'll see a 10th in this battle against Matt West to begin the inning. Patriots trailing by 4 runs. 10-6 is our score in the 6th game of a 7-game series. Now the 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. West challenged Francoso again with the fastball, and this time West wins the battle. 10th strikeout of the night for Skeeter pitchers. 1 out, nobody on. In the top of the 8th inning now for Gabriel Bracamonte. Bracamonte's enjoyed a great game thus far. 2 for 3, couple of runs scored, a home run, and 2 RBI. First pitch from West, fouled off. No balls and a strike. And he's been battling through these donut calls all night long. Sponsorship here at Constellation Field, where they pick a player to strike out, and if he does, then everyone in attendance, I guess, gets a free donut. Or it's just a certain section gets a free donut. Here's the 0-1. Curveball misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. His 2-run home run back in the 6th inning made it a 2-run game at the time. But the Skeeters have scored 2 unanswered runs since. Sugarland has scored in 4 straight innings. Now the 1-1. Outside part of the plate called strike, 1-2. Infield back, outfield straight up. Fans in a frenzy over this donut promotion. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off, and Bracamonte stays alive. Haven't checked the out-of-town scoreboard in a while. 2 other games have gone final. 1 other game's in the bottom of the 7th inning. A lot of high-scoring ball games tonight across the Atlantic League. Not a night for pitchers. 1-2 to Bracamonte. Checked his swing, didn't go on a breaking ball outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Long Island Ducks, they hold on. They defeat the York Revolution 12-8. Revs have lost 7 straight ball games. The Ducks will remain in first place. The High Point Rockers have defeated the New Britain Bees 8-1, which means as of this very second, the Patriots are in second place in the Liberty Division, but they trail by 4 tonight. Lancaster Barnstormers defeat the Blue Crabs 14-4. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bracamonte set down on strikes, and there's 2 away in the top of the 8th inning. 11th strikeout for Skeeter pitchers tonight. Back-to-back strikeouts from Matt West to begin his evening. So 2 out, nobody on, and here's Alfredo Rodriguez. Somerset still trailing by 4. First pitch from West. Rodriguez swings and slices it foul down the right field line. Out of play, no balls and a strike. Alfredo 1 for 3 today. Base hit and a run scored in the 3rd inning. Also dropped down a sacrifice bunt in the 5th. Here's the 0-1. Up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. So as of this very second, again, the Barnstormers and the Blue Crabs are still playing for a Freedom Division matchup. That doesn't really affect the Patriots too much. As of this very second, the Patriots are in second place in the Liberty Division. But that might change depending on how this evening progresses. As the 1-1 to Rodriguez taken up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. With the Ducks winning, and the High Point Rockers topping the Bees. Long Island's in first place, 3 up on Somerset, 3.5 up on both New Britain and High Point. And if the Patriots can't make a comeback, they'll fall into a 3-way tie for second place. Rodriguez went around on a check swing, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It would be Somerset, New Britain, and High Point all tied, 3.5 games behind Long Island. On percentage points, the Bees would be in second. They've played they've played 1 less game. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to first. Colabello bobbles, rolls behind him. Rodriguez sprints down the line, and Colabello able to return and still get that put out at first. That ends the inning. So no runs for the Patriots, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Sugarland in front by 4 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day,
I fight every night.
Every hour.
every minute,
and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
and I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit BalariNJ.com to learn more today.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Get a checking account for smart people, Provident Smart Checking. No minimum balance, no monthly service fees. Yes, indeed. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. Get the ball rolling at provident.bank. Nate Rowe into the ball game for the Patriots here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Somerset trailing 10-6, in danger of dropping their second straight game to the Skeeters. Bottom third of the Sugarland lineup due up. Chris Colabello to lead off, followed by Jason Martinson and Ryan Jackson. As Rowe makes his second appearance of the series. First pitch to the righty, taken up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Nate, a 6'2", 205-pound New Jersey native. Second season with the Patriots. Has not yet factored into a decision this season. 5.91 ERA over 10 relief appearances. Now the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball to the left side and into left field, a base hit. Chris Colabello's first hit of the ball game, and that breaks up a long hitless streak for him. He had gone 15 straight at-bats without recording a hit. Gets a ground ball single there into left field. So runner at first with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning, and now Jason Martinson. Martinson's had a nice game, 2 for 3. Launched a solo home run off of Vince Molesky in the bottom of the 6th inning, which at the time gave Sugarland a 9-6 lead. First pitch from Rowe. Breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Sugarland has plated runs in 4 straight innings. Patriots were leading 1-0 heading to the bottom of the 4th. Then the Skeeters put 3 runs on the board in the 4th, 5 runs in the 5th, all 5 of which were unearned. 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. Now the 1-0. Martinson fouls it off. Hot shot into the stands down the first base line. Hopefully everyone's all right. Looks like everyone is. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, that almost brings up the conversation about extended netting at baseball games. There was another young fan at a Major League Baseball game a couple of days ago that was hit by a hard line drive, and it has resurfaced the conversation of extended netting. Now the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base line, 1-2. Every team in the Atlantic League took the precautionary measure of extending their netting last year before the season began. And pretty much uniform in the league, every team has netting that at least goes down to the dugout. A couple of teams, the Barnstormers and the Revs, have netting that actually extend onto the dugout, down both the first and third base lines. Rowe from the stretch. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Knee-high outside corner on a fastball. Rowe paints black, and there's 1 away. That's the 6th strikeout of the night for Patriots pitchers. 1 out runner at first for Ryan Jackson. Well, in the top of the 9th inning, Patriots will hope to make a comeback. They'll have their 2-3-4 batters. Ramon Flores, Edwin Espinal, and Will Kenger are due up. First pitch here from Rowe to Jackson. Taken low, 1 ball and no strikes. I don't think we'll see Felipe Paulino to begin the inning. Looks like there's a lefty getting loose right now. Looks like that's Matt Perk, who we've already seen a number of times in this series. But any danger, I would imagine Pete Incaviglia will not hesitate to bring in Felipe Paulino. 1-0, a ground ball hit to the left side, a diving stop by Rodriguez, and he'll throw across the diamond to first. What a play by Alfredo Rodriguez. Highlight reel web gem defense there from the 3rd-year shortstop. He knew that he likely wasn't going to get a double play out of that one, as he dove full extension to his right, a backhanded pick, and then from his knees threw across the diamond onto first accurately to beat Ryan Jackson. So Colabello advances to second on the play. Now 2 out with a runner in scoring position. And Jared Mitchell will get his 5th plate appearance of the night. First pitch from Rowe. Inside corner, called strike, 0-1. Most of the fans in attendance tonight in Sugar Land have remained here despite a game that has now crossed over the 3-hour mark. Here's the 0-1 to Mitchell. Taken at the knees for a called strike, 0-2. Every game, really, for the Patriots and the Skeeters, save for one, has seemed to go about 3 hours, if not a little more. This one's had a lot of offense, a lot of back and forth scoring, and ultimately it has the Skeeters still in front 10-6. With 2 out and a runner at second and an 0-2 count in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rowe comes set, checks the runner. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a drive down the right field line. A fair ball rolls to the corner. It'll score Colabello from second. Mitchell rounding second. He's heading for third with a full head of steam, and the throw's not in time. A 2-out RBI triple for Jared Mitchell, and now an 11-6 Skeeter lead. And now 5 straight innings in which Sugar Land has plated a run. And it's another 2-out run that has done in the Patriots.
Now batting for your Skeeters, pitcher number 12, Cody Stanley.
So 2 out, a runner at third. The Patriots will have the infield back as they trail by 5 runs. Rowe from the stretch. First pitch to Stanley. Breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. Nine of the 11 runs that Sugar Land has scored tonight have been with 2 out. As Stanley tops one foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Patriots had 2 out, nobody on. Well, the Skeeters rather had 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rallied and then got a 3-run home run from Borenstein. They had 2 out, nobody on in the 5th. Rallied. Got an unearned run on a ground ball hit by Anthony Giansanti, and then a 2-out grand slam from Juan Silverio to score 5 unearned runs. And now they have another 2-out run here in the bottom of the 8th on an RBI triple from Jared Mitchell. 0-2 to Stanley, foul it off over the backstop and out of play. Sugar Land is 5 for 8 tonight with a runner in scoring position. That'll get the job done. Patriots are 3 for 11. Got a couple of clutch hits in the 5th. 2-out, 2-run single from Will Kenger, a 2-out RBI single from Craig Massey. Now the 0-2 to Stanley. Swung on and fouled off once again. Still an 0-2 count. Well, the Patriots and the Skeeters are going to wrap up this 7-game series tomorrow. It'll be the final game of a 10-game road trip for the Patriots, their longest road trip of the season. A road trip that hasn't been too kind to them. Bunch of close losses as this one has gotten away from them. It'll be David Holmberg on the mound for Somerset against Troy Scribner for the Skeeters. Rowe from the stretch. Once again, here's the 0-2. Swung on, popped up. This one fair, along the infield. Rowe, called off by Espinal, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But a run home on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We head to the 9th. Patriots need 5 to tie, 6 to take the lead on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
Whataburger, proud to serve Skeeters fans 24 hours a day.
New pitcher in the game for the Skeeters as we head to the top of the ninth inning. It's the southpaw Matt Perk who will look to get the final 3 outs with Sugar Land leading this one 11-6. 11 runs on 13 hits, 1 error for the Skeeters, 6 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for the Somerset Patriots. Matt West done after his scoreless inning in which he struck out a couple of batters. And now Perk looks to get the final 3 outs of this one. It'll be 2-3-4 in the Patriot lineup. Ramon Flores to lead off, followed by Edwin Espinal and Will Kenger. And if the Patriots are not able to mount a comeback here, then they will fall into a virtual 3-way tie for second place in the Liberty Division. The Patriots, the Bees, and the Rockers would all be 3.5 games behind the first place Long Island Ducks. Perk from the stretch. Flores at the plate. First pitch. Fastball for a called strike, 0-1. Another strong night tonight for Ramon Flores. He's reached base 3 times in 4 plate appearances. He's now reached base in 27 of his last 44 plate appearances. As he takes this one low, 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a stretch of baseball that has seen his batting average increase from 241 to 317. It's technically 1 for 2 today, so that's going to increase just slightly as well, pending the outcome of this plate appearance. As he works against Perk. Now the 1-1. Taken for a called strike, 1-2. Now Somerset in danger of losing their second straight to Sugar Land. All of these games have been close really until tonight for the most part. And even this one was closer than the score reads as Flores takes one inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But if the Patriots don't make a comeback tonight, it will be their 5th loss on this road trip over the first 9 games. They're at 4-4 so far in the road trip. Now the 2-2. Flores fouls it off, and the count holds. Patriots can't wait to get home. And they'll have, there's never really an easy matchup, but they'll have an easier schedule once they get back to TD Bank Ballpark after this road trip is done. They'll welcome in the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for a 4-game series and the York Revolution for a 3-game set. The 2 teams with the worst records in the Atlantic League. As the 2-2 misses high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Somerset hopes that they'll have a day of rest, a day of travel, which doesn't supply too much rest, but then a day of rest on Monday. And then with 7 games coming up at home against the 2 worst records in the league, maybe an opportunity for them to gain some ground. As the 3-2 is swung on and missed strike 3. Flores chased a breaking ball in the dirt, set down on strikes. He's now 1 for 3 tonight. Has drawn a couple of walks, and there's 1 away in the 9th. 12th time a Patriot has struck out tonight. And now Edwin Espinal, 0 for 4. Fielder's choice and a run batted in. Somerset had their opportunities to extend upon an early lead a number of times. They got a run in the 3rd. It could have been more when they were leading 1-0. As Espinal here takes a called strike, 0-1. They took the lead in the 5th, but stranded the bases loaded. Could have added some more runs in that situation and didn't as well. 0-1. Taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And then Somerset got a leadoff double in the 7th inning. Had a base hit from Massey a couple of batters later. Had runners at first and third with only 1 out. And at the time we're trailing 9-6. But Massey was picked off at first, and the Patriots ultimately came away from that inning without a run. Meanwhile, Sugar Land has just continued to rake at the plate. 1-1. Espinal takes it inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Espinal, one of 3 batters in the lineup tonight for the Patriots that has not reached base safely. Chops the 2-1 over the mound, rolling towards short. Jackson collects, sidearms the throw to first to beat Espinal. And now the Patriots are down to their final out of the evening. Two out, nobody on, and it will be up to Will Kenger to keep this game alive as the Skeeter fans in attendance get ready for a post-game fireworks show. They've already cleared away all of the fans that were on the grass berm over in Grassland beyond the right field fence. I think that's where they shoot off their fireworks. First pitch to Will Kenger taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Kenger's had a strong game offensively. 3 for 4 with a double and a couple of runs batted in. But had a big error in the bottom of the 5th inning that led to 5 unanswered runs. Lefty-lefty matchup, now the 1-0. Taken for a called strike at the knees. 1-1. Be sure to stay tuned to the Flemington Department Store post-game show after the conclusion of this one. We'll go over the highlights, and there was a lot of them. 1-1. Breaking ball, called a strike. Kenger checked his swing, disagreed. And now Somerset down to their final strike of the evening. 11-6, the Skeeters in front with 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 9th inning. Now the 1-2 from Perk. Misses low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael Ullman awaiting on deck, hoping for an opportunity. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Somerset has put 10 hits on the board. It is their 3rd straight game in which they've recorded double-digit hits. Now the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball, back to Perk. He fields, runs over to first, underhand toss, and the ball game is over. Somerset drops their 2nd straight as Sugar Land takes advantage of a big error in the 5th. A lot of 2-out run-scoring base hits, 3 big home runs, and the Skeeters take this one by a final score of 11-6. So we'll step aside when we return the Flemington Department Store post-game show coming up next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 30 or more receive $2 off the normal price per ticket, starting at just $8.50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions, including a pregame performance, color guard, baseball buddies, Field of Dreams, or the 7th inning fun bunch. The Patriots also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 250 or more for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located down the left field line, where groups of 30 to 500 can have a ballpark barbecue. For $28 a person, get a ticket to the game and an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. Overlooking the left field line is the party deck, where an upscale buffet will be served along with a cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. Email us at groups@somersetpatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 to lock down your perfect summer outing.
And welcome back here to the Flemington Department Store postgame show as the Patriots fall to the Sugarland Skeeters by a final score of 11-6. A lot to go over here in the Flemington Department Store postgame show. Flemington Department Store, the area's best selection of quality clothing, flooring, furniture, and footwear, found in our 2-acre showroom located on Route 31 north of the Flemington Circle. Flemington Department Store, it is worth the trip. Highlights for this one was Liam O'Sullivan on the mound for the Patriots, working against Michael Marriott for the Sugarland Skeeters. And we would be scoreless through the first 2 innings. Somerset had an opportunity in the top of the first to take an early lead. Were not able to come through. But they would in the top of the third. Alfredo Rodriguez, a 1-out base hit to left. Ramon Flores, a base hit to right. Put runners on the corners with 1 away and set the stage for Edwin Espinal. So Somerset leading 1-0. That lead would be short-lived. We moved over to the bottom of the 4th with the Skeeters at the plate, Liam O'Sullivan on the mound. And O'Sullivan got the first 2 out in the inning rather quickly, but a 2-out walk to Dennis Phipps, a 2-out base hit for Juan Silverio on a 3-2 count, and then a 2-out 3-run home run from Zach Borenstein completely turned around the ballgame and gave Sugarland a 3-1 lead. However, Somerset would respond immediately in the next half inning, as it was Mike Francoso leading off with a base hit. Gabriel Bracamonte, a base hit to left, his first hit in a Patriots uniform. Put runners at first and second. Alfredo Rodriguez dropped out a sac bunt, moving him over to second and third. Ramon Flores then drew an intentional walk. Edwin Espinal grounded into a fielder's choice, a 2-3 putout. So the bases were loaded. There was 2 away. The Patriots were trailing 3-1, and that's when Will Kenger came to the plate. So the game tied at 3 at that point. Kensher coming through. Michael Ullman then reached on an E5, a fielding error by Juan Silverio on a ground ball. That reloaded the bases up, still with 2 away for Craig Massey. So Somerset leading at that point. The bases were still loaded. Mike Krause would strike out swinging, so the Patriots would strand the bases loaded but still be leading 4-3. It would change in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5 unearned runs would score for the Skeeters, all with 2 out. There's 2 out, nobody on. Jared Mitchell base hit. Cody Stanley base hit. A double steal then put them at second and third respectively. Anthony Jean Sandy grounded one over to third base, where Will Kenger couldn't make the play cleanly. It scored a runner from third, and it gave Sugarland a tied ball game, 4 apiece at the time. As the fireworks start to go off behind us, we'll lower the volume a little bit there. And that spelled the end of the day for Liam O'Sullivan. He got the ground ball that would have gotten him out of the inning and kept the Patriots in front 4-3. Instead, the game was tied at 4 at that point. O'Sullivan exited. Vince Molesky entered. Dennis Phipps drew a 10-pitch walk to load the bases, and then Juan Silverio crushed a grand slam to give the Skeeters an 8-4 lead. But the Patriots would respond again in the top of the 6th inning. Mike Francoso drew a leadoff walk, and then it was Gabriel Bracamonte who would come through in an unlikely situation. So Bracamonte gets the Patriots within 2. It was an 8-6 score at that time, and Somerset was feeling pretty good. However, the Skeeters offense would just not quit. A run in the bottom of the 6th inning, a solo home run from Jason Martinson made it a 9-6 ball game. Somerset would spoil a leadoff double from Will Kenger in the top of the 7th inning, and keep it at a 9-6 deficit. And then a run in the bottom of the 7th, a run-scoring double play ground out from Juan Silverio, a 2-out RBI triple from Jared Mitchell in the bottom of the 8th, and the Skeeters ultimately won this ball game with an 11-6 final. So 11 runs on 13 hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base for the Skeeters. 6 runs on 10 hits, 1 error, and 7 runners left on base for the Patriots. Michael Marriott's the winning pitcher. He improves to 3-0 after he allowed 4 runs, 3 earned, over 5 innings of work. Liam O'Sullivan takes the loss. He drops to 1-3 after yielding 6 runs, 3 of which earned, on 6 hits and 5 strikeouts over 4 2/3 innings. No save is recorded in a ballgame that took 3 hours and 16 minutes in front of an announced crowd of 6,071 fans. With the win, the Skeeters improve now to 23-14 on the season, while the Patriots drop to 20-15 on the year. Checking the updated standings in the Atlantic League, the Ducks topped the Revs earlier today. The Rockers topped the New Britain Bees, and the Barnstormers and the Blue Crabs are still finishing up their ball game. So Long Island now in first place in the Liberty Division. They are 3.5 games up on the New Britain Bees, the Rockers, and the Patriots. All 3 teams tied for second. On percentage points, the Bees have played 2 less games than both the Rockers and the Patriots, so New Britain on percentage points is in second place. High Point and Somerset tied for last in the Liberty Division. Meanwhile, in the Freedom Division, Sugar Land still comfortable. 8.5 up on the Barnstormers, 11 up on the Revs, and 12 up on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Our next broadcast will take place tomorrow night as we wrap up this 7-game series and this 10-game road trip. David Holmberg on the mound for the Patriots against Troy Scribner for the Skeeters. Our first pitch at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:05 p.m. Central Time. So our coverage on SPN.TV alongside 1450 WCTC begins at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. A big thank you to Ann McGlynn, who has been running our boards all night long back home in central New Jersey, as well as a nice thank you to everyone here for the Sugar Land Skeeter press box and front office staff for their lovely hospitality tonight and every night that I've been down here so far during this series. But that'll do it for us here from Sugar Land. Again, your final score, the Patriots fall to the Skeeters 11-6. For everyone involved with the broadcast, my name is Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Have a pleasant rest of your Saturday evening, everybody. Good night.